What is fucking good, everybody? I see all you guys jumping off in the comments. Let's say what's up, everybody. Mindy got first comment of the night. Early bird for sure. Mike's in here. Tom, other Mike, Josh, everybody. All right, you guys, I'm not going to drag this out. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on. I hope you guys are having a killer Saturday. Tonight, we are joined by my homie Travis from none other than TK Exotix. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Shit. Chilling. Everybody's already jumping off. Well, I guess let's just get this started with the basic question, right? Who are you in the hobby? What do you work with? And what got you into it?
Well, let's see. I'm TK Exotix, Travis Knoll. I started out working with, just ball pythons, honestly. And I kind of went down a road and was like, I went to the first reptile show I ever saw, and I was like, man, there's a lot of ball pythons sitting around here. But
yeah.
But when I first went to that, first reptile show, there was a ton of imports. And so I started looking around and I'm like, wow, these berms are pretty cool. These retics are kind of cool. And so I was like, I like the big stuff. This is pretty interesting. So I started getting into the berms and the retics. And then I started venturing out. I'm like, I want to start getting into things that not many people are doing. Some things that I don't see very often around my area. And so, that's when I started jumping into the Womas, the blackheads and the rough scales and the Sri Lankans and the Indians, and a few other things.
Damn.
And I just really wanted to get into a diverse collection. And as I just sold off about, 80% of my berm collection to get back into monitors, because I was into monitors for a while, and crocodilians and stuff like that, dwarf caiman, different morphs of alligators and stuff like that. And
man, you got some beautiful stuff too. We're definitely gonna have to dive into that. So I'm curious, when you say you got into ball pythons at first, did you was that an adult thing, or were you into snakes as a kid, or reptiles, or how did it start off for you there?
Oh man, so that's a funny story. The first time I ever saw a snake, I was probably 3 or 4 years old, out mushroom hunting with my dad. We were hunting for morel mushrooms.
Oh, sweet.
It's kind of like a Midwestern thing.
Yep, they do it here in the Northwest too. They have a huge festival doing it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I saw a little water snake, and my dad's like, "Oh, don't touch that. That's a water moccasin."
Yep.
And I grabbed it anyways. And
oh man.
Behold, it wasn't water moccasin.
Thank God.
But so then I started playing around with garters. I'd go over to my grandma's house and lift rocks up and start doing that, 5 or 6 years old. And my mom really never knew I was doing any of this stuff. I was just when I was with dad out hanging out. So my mom's side of the family is from Louisiana. My dad's family is from Missouri. So, I was down in Louisiana, and my cousin came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man," because he had huge berms. I remember a berm about 14 or 15 foot named Damien. And so I was always messing with his snakes, and my mom's like, "You'll never have a snake, blah, blah, blah." So he's like, "Hey, my cousin came up to me. He's like, "Hey, Travis," he's like, "What if I got you a ball python for Christmas? What do you think your mom would say?" I was like,
"Oh,
I don't know, just do it."
You're right.
So he did, and he showed my mom before he wrapped the box to give it to me. And she's like, no, take it back to the pet store. It's not happening. So he ended up taking it back to the pet store. And I think I was 6 or 7 years old at this time.
Oh, man.
And so I opened up all my presents. And, it wasn't that many when I was probably 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And so I get down, and I'm like, where's the snake at?
Yeah, right.
Oh, your mom made me take it back. And I think I cried for an entire day.
Oh man.
So
that sucks.
So my mom felt bad, and she's like, "All right, you can go get the snake." And after that, I kind of, I was working with the snake and everything, and here I come in from school one day, and my mom's got this ball python wrapped around her neck, cooking jambalaya in the kitchen.
That's awesome, though. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, Mom, that's my snake." She's like, "No, I kind of like him."
No, it's mine now.
So,
she's like, "Did you know royalty used to wear these?"
Yeah. My dad's never really cared. My dad's always messed around with wildlife, and he had a bunch of he messed with snakes when he was younger and stuff like that.
Yep.
My mom was definitely not about it.
Yeah. So when is it that you decided to start getting into the breeding side?
I was like 15.
Oh, damn. Started young.
Yeah, definitely. And my parents were definitely supportive of what I was trying to do. So I did work around the house and mowed, and then I started doing I was a side hand, or a ranch hand on a farm for a little while, working, trying to make side money to be able to buy snakes or do whatever I needed to do.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mindy, Lawson, Missouri.
Oh, sweet. You caught that before I could throw it up. I was trying to let you finish your thought.
No, I just saw it on there. But no, I started doing the balls, and got, I met Brian and Kevin from Nerd and everybody like that when they first started bringing the pinstripes and stuff in like that. And I saw price tags on those. I was like, oh, there's no way.
Yeah.
I'm freaking like 16 years old.
Yeah, you're like, I can't afford that.
Yeah. So those guys were the pinnacle of all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I finally got to the point, I took, got into the trades, and then, I got into the military first. And that's a funny story, trying to play around with reptiles in the military.
Oh man, getting deployed and not being able to have them.
Yeah. So my mom, good thing my mom actually got attached to my snakes, because she was like, "Oh no, you can just leave them here."
Oh, that's awesome.
So
that's awesome.
My dad would pick them up, and he would hold them while my mom cleaned the cage, and my dad would feed them and everything if I needed them to watch them and stuff.
Yeah. So that's awesome, man. Having that family connection like that too, though, that's really cool.
Yeah. So it wasn't too bad. But I got into the trades, and I started doing commercial HVAC, and got to the point where I could afford to build a collection that I wanted to.
Yeah. And then when was it that you, like, what age did you start diversifying from the balls?
I'd say 20 years old.
20? Nice.
When I was 20 years old, I got my first retic. It was a lavender tiger.
Damn.
Yeah. They were a lot more expensive when I got him. I think I paid.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I paid $1,800 for him.
Damn. Damn. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So then what kind of did that evolution for you to, moving, I know you briefly mentioned you saw the bigger stuff and your cousin having bigger stuff, but what was it for you personally that said, I want to move into these other species? Like what drew you to those species?
With the Burms, I don't know what it was. I just saw a Burm and I started holding it. I was like, this is so much different. I've got to have this.
Yep.
And it was just an instant connection. And I think also I remember when I was a kid, when the Burms got big, they had that real shiny, oily look to their skin.
Yeah.
When they were babies, I was like, oh, this doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
And, then they get that 13, 14 foot, and they've got that real shiny, oily look to their skin. And I think that, that's characteristic. I was like, man, that's freaking cool.
Yeah, that iridescence is awesome when they're adults, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know what the big snakes, I got attached to the big snakes.
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it. I'm living it.
Yeah.
Dude, so speaking of that, you have something that we don't really see much anymore at all. We see a ton of African rocks, but I know you have the Indians.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with those, man? I got to ask, how do you like them? How, do you prefer them over the A rocks, or what's up with that?
So I've had African rocks in the past. I've had, patternless, and I've had some normals, and those things, They're cool. They're they're chainsaws as babies. Some people get lucky and they get something that like everybody,
Yeah.
everybody gets lucky on those crazy ones.
Right.
But sometimes people get lucky and they pretty tame and they're like, oh no, my African rocks are chill. And I'm like, well, you're one of the lucky ones.
Yeah.
With the Indians, man, they are kind of like Burms. They're big bluffers.
Okay.
The Sri Lankans. No, those aren't bluffers, and they will smack you hard.
I've heard that.
My Sri Lankans hit harder than my African rocks do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. And those three are all about the same average adult size, right? They all stay about 10 to 12, or am I wrong on that?
No, the mother to my Sri Lankans is probably 13, 14 foot, and she's as big as round as a volleyball.
Oh, damn.
She's massive. Biggest Sri Lankan I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, that's big, yeah.
Well, that snake also has only eaten chickens her entire life too. So it's not a power fed snake. She's not getting fed 2 rabbits a week or something like that. No, she gets fed probably 1 6 to 8 pound chicken every 14, 15, 16 days.
Damn.
So so hopefully mine can get to that size, because you usually don't see Sri Lankans that big.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I thought I was pretty close in that 10 to 12 range, but that's crazy. 14.
Normally it's 10 to 12, but I've seen her. I've seen them that big. 14.
Yeah,
might even be pushing 15 feet. But
damn.
The Sri Lankans, they're cool and all.
Yeah,
they have that really nice peachy head, but the Indians, man, I have mine are pure Southern locale.
Okay.
And I don't know how it is with like the Pakistanis or anything like that. I do really would love to have Pakistanis, but right now the only place in the States is the San Diego Zoo, and there's a couple guys in Texas. But the thing about the Pakistanis is there's, the San Diego Zoo has bred them, multiple times, but the ones that are getting produced, they're all inbred now, because there's only one person producing them. They're the only, I think they were the only pair brought into the country ever.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, those Pakistanis are crazy. But my Southern locales, dude, it's crazy because there's like 3 different, I guess you could say, variations.
Yeah.
It's not color. It's not a morph, but you have your dark ones, and then you have some that come out looking chocolatey.
Yeah.
And then you have some like my female that are very rare, and they come out that just freaking crazy bright.
Yeah, I was gonna say that girl is bright as hell, and that pattern is just nuts.
Yeah, my male, he's more of the chocolatey color. He's not the dark color you see a lot of. He's more of the lighter chocolatey. He's like in between. Okay. He's like right in between her and the really dark ones.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's weird. You get all 3 different color phases in the same clutch. And the guy I got mine from, I should have taken the bright male, because he has a male that looks similar to my female. But
oh damn,
the reason why I chose the male I have is because he has a solid stripe like halfway down his body.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
so, I didn't notice that.
Well, I don't think I've posted much of him.
Okay. I was gonna say I try to pay fairly close attention to all your stuff, man. You're one of the few that I actually personally go look at your page. You know what I mean?
He's in shed right now. I don't know. I could probably see if I can snag him out. He's a.
Oh heck yeah! If he pulls this out, you guys are in for a treat.
Where's he at? Oh boy! All right. Let's see here. I don't know if he's gonna be able to work with me or not.
No worries, man. Don't get bit.
I'll be by the end of the night. Okay. He's still quite small.
Oh damn!
I don't know if you can see that stripe.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you up on the full screen here for a quick second so we can see that.
You see how that kind of like stripes all the way down?
Yeah, damn.
And then it breaks like halfway.
That's cool. I haven't seen that before.
He's acting fairly calm tonight. The male is a lot more high strung than the female, and he's in shed. But what I was going to tell you is these. Oh, don't do this to me tonight. What I was going to tell you is these, the southern locale Indians. They come out of the egg bluffers. Baby berms are chainsaws, but these little Indians, I went out and sexed the whole clutch for my buddy, and kind of had the first pick of the clutch, and I was picking them straight up out of the tubs 3 days after out of the egg, and they were just fine.
Damn.
So, yeah, it's crazy. You go into the Sri Lankans, and they're jumping out of their tub, 3 or 4 inches all the way across the tub.
Yeah. Damn, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild. I can probably try to get that female Indian out if you guys want to see her later on, but she just shed too, so.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no, but so, I got to ask then, because you brought up the whole inbreeding thing, and I know we've had, in-depth conversations about this. But how do you feel that the berms are going now that we have some of the stuff like pied and champagne, and even the caramel stuff you're working with, if you want to dive into that at all?
Yeah, so the inbreeding stuff, it got bad. And, I know a few people that are like, they've posted before, 5-6 generations. I'm like, yeah, that's some serious inbreeding. And I actually got animals from that guy, and over half of my collection actually came from that guy. And I bred females all the way from him. I started breeding when they were around 3 years old, and I bred them for 3 or 4 years, and not a single good clutch out of them. And then I had other females in the same exact stack of cages, breeding to the same. Like, I had one male that bred 3 different females.
Yeah.
Two of the females were from that 5-6 generation lineage, and one of the females was, something from, I think it was something from Ben Rogers.
Okay.
And same male.
Yeah.
The Ben Rogers female laid, the other 2 females slugged out, and they have been slugging out 3 or 4 years prior to that.
Damn.
And so I ended up just selling them as pets only, because I chalked it up to them being too inbred to even produce a viable clutch of eggs. Yeah.
Yeah, and people were complaining about respiratory issues and stuff. Do you think that's also linked to that?
I really do. Because all my berms that I have now are F1. They're F1s, F2s, and the furthest they go is F3.
Yep.
I don't have anything after F3. The only F3, actually, no, they're not even F3s. Those are still F2s. I just got some from Ben Rogers.
Yeah.
They're the last of this last clutch of his possible head ultramel stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he just sent me those Monday. So
oh yeah.
I got the afterbirth of what he didn't keep.
Damn.
But these things
that's awesome though.
These things are freaking sweet though, man. He took his hypo possible het ultramel female and bred it to a caramel green het granite.
Yep.
Well, these things, if you saw them, they're definitely 100% het granite. So they're already 100% het caramel green, and they're if I had to bet my house on it, I'd bet they'd prove het granite. So they're 100%. I can almost guarantee they're 100% triple het caramel green granite.
Yep.
Boss het ultramel.
Damn.
So those would be freaking cool to work with, because if anything, I'm hitting caramel greens, and most likely I'll have caramel granites and caramel green granites out of that if the ultramel doesn't prove out. Yeah,
and those caramel granites are freaking fire, man.
I love caramel granites. If nobody's seen them in person, they have like a really pretty lavender hue to them. The caramel greens don't really have any lavender to them, but the caramel granites definitely.
Yeah. Now maybe it's just me, but don't you think the caramel greens just look like God, how would you compare this? Like if you had a cheap pair of shoes, or like let's say a woman's purse, right? You got the cheap knockoff and you got Gucci, right?
Yeah, that Louis Vuitton.
Don't you think that Louis Vuitton is the caramel green, and then the cheap knockoff is the albino green?
Yeah, I do, but some albino greens just look great. But what I think is the caramel greens are just like a richer version, like a yeah, they are a richer version. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The colors are more.
The color, yeah.
They have that caramel look.
Yeah, I can't wait to get into that whole stuff, man. I'm really excited. Hopefully next season.
Yeah.
And then, I found it funny. So today I didn't realize it was my first holdback Burmese's birthday.
Albino?
Yeah, albino. And I measured her and weighed her in today. She was 19 and a half pounds and 99 inches.
You know how big that other albino was that you sent me? It's still here in Kansas City at a buddy of mine's house.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. She's about she just won't. She eats like crazy. She eats. This guy started feeding her twice a week because she's only still about 2.5, 3 feet long.
What?
She just won't grow.
Damn.
He pounds the food, but she won't grow.
What the hell?
Yeah, he was pissed. He's like, "Hey man, what the hell did you sell me?" I'm like, "Hey, it's your fault."
What? Yeah, what the hell? All the clutch mates are doing freaking awesome from the people I know of that have them.
Oh, dude, I've got some pictures for you to show you after this. Remember some of the ones that you sent me?
Yeah.
Dude, guy might be feeding it a little too much, but the thing is like 11 feet long.
Damn.
It's massive. And it looks good. It looks really good.
Well, hey, the body tone's there.
No, it's not there.
No. All right. Well, at least you're honest. I mean, well, shit. Tell him to let it exercise some more.
She's fat, but I just was astonished at how big this thing was, and it's one of the reduced pattern ones.
Okay, sweet.
So
dude, I gotta show you a picture too. Speaking of that, man, I'm kind of regretting letting this one go, dude.
Boy.
It was just a normal het, man, but this thing honestly is fucking stunning. Like, I don't know how I let it go in the first place. I'm like, oh, I should have held that back, bro. It's a female and she's like growing like crazy, but she's just like, she's so reduced and bright. She looks like I hate to say a caramel tone, but it's like a caramely tone, just the normal pattern. You know what I mean? She's just so freaking bright.
So I'm going to say something. When people say that their normals look like caramels.
Yep.
When you actually see a caramel and like an adult caramel in person, you're like, because I said the same thing, like, oh yeah, this normal has got like a caramel color to it, and I never saw a caramel in person. I saw these caramels in person. I'm like, wait, I'm an idiot. It doesn't look anything like a caramel.
Oh no, not like a visual caramel. I mean like the food. You know, you're eating a chunk of caramel. You know what I mean? No, you can't beat visual caramels and berms. I'm at least my opinion. I love the caramel stuff. I'm obsessed with it.
I'm not gonna mess with my female because you already know she's slugged out. And
yeah.
It's probably due. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably due to a couple of things. The male pied. He was only about a little over a year old. Yeah. And she was only a little over 2.5 or a little over 2 years old. So they're both young. And I kind of wanted to jump the gun on it. I got excited, and it's my fault, but I feel like she'll be all right.
Hey man, she at least laid him. She's not egg bound, and you'll have better luck next season.
She still has some eggs in her.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, hopefully she passes them soon.
Yeah.
You remember the first time I called you freaking out because Carmela was egg bound back there, and it took her like 3-4 months to pass them all. Yeah. By the time she was done, so
she'll be all right. But I've gotten some pretty big heat because people are like, oh, that caramel's not very old, this and that. I'm like, oh, she'll be fine. And then here we are. Hey. But her mom, you know, I learned a lot of old school tricks from a lot of the old school guys. You know, Tom Reagan and even nobody. You know, people are gonna say, oh, screw that guy, but Bob Clark, and a lot of other guys. You know. Hell, those guys were hatching eggs from 18-month-old females. Those guys hatched more eggs than me and you have seen in our entire life.
Yep.
Month-old females.
I won't lie. I was surprised the first time I saw. I believe it was Bob's post with the first pied clutch he posted,
Yeah.
And that girl was tiny.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. I mean, that looked like a super dwarf retic kind of size. Like, it didn't look like, you know, your typical 10, 12-foot berm you see on a stack of eggs. Like,
yeah, the mother to your posset caramels.
yep.
She was 18 months old and 6 feet long, and she laid a perfect clutch of 17 eggs. No egg bound, no slugs, no nothing. So, you know, if you've got temperatures right, and the biggest thing is the male being old enough. I think if my male pied was old enough, the caramel would have been just fine, because you know, that male that I used for the possets that I made these, he was, you know, by the time they were breeding and he was finishing breeding, they were 2 years old.
Damn, yeah.
So 2-year-old male, that's perfectly
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. But this little pied male, I'll pull him out. He's in shed, but he's a lot smaller than everybody thinks he is in those pictures.
Yeah.
Because my caramel female, she's probably 11 feet long.
Nice.
So, but he's definitely young. Maybe, hopefully next year.
Yep. Dude, hell yeah. I can't wait for you to produce those. I think, you know, we've had this talk. I really wanted to go visual, but I think I'm gonna pick up some hets either way from you.
But back to your respiratory infection deal, we kind of got off.
All good, man.
You know, with the stuff that I had from a few other people that I knew were way off, and, you know, they've been bred, captive bred, plenty of times. They've been outcrossed. They've been the inbreeding stuff is not good. My stuff was getting respiratory infections if it dropped below 85 degrees, 84 degrees.
Damn.
on a hot spot. And I was like, what the heck? All this other stuff that I have now, my F1s, my F2s.
Yeah.
And dude, I dropped those things down to 78 degrees this year on their hotspot at night.
Damn.
No issues.
Damn. So do you still cycle temps then?
With this newer stuff, yeah. If I knew it was, you know, for 3 or 4 generations inbred, probably not. No, I wouldn't do it.
I always like to ask, because there's always the guys who still, you know, night drop or whatever for the bigger snakes, and then there's the ones who just drop the ambient.
No, yeah, I dropped the ambient down to about 78 degrees. It's 82. Yeah, it's 82 degrees in here right now. During the breeding, you know, when I'm breeding, I'll drop it down to 78, and I'll drop their hotspots down to 78 as well. So they have an entire cage ambient at 78 degrees at night for about 8 hours, and then I'll bump it up to no higher than 86 during the day on their hotspot.
Okay.
Yeah, I really had bad luck going above 86, especially with my males.
Yeah.
That's when you start getting sperm to die off and stuff like that.
Good to know. Good to know. We've never really dived into that, so that's good.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I incubate at 86 degrees too. I don't incubate any higher than 86 degrees because you don't have any room for error there. If people are incubating at 89 degrees and you have a tip spike in your incubator, you better pray to God, because you might have some dead eggs.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. My incubator's on point, but because I do incubate at 89. But, you know, like I said, you've obviously got years on me, so there's that too. But
you still do 89?
Yep. Well, I said at 88.5, so it's got a little variance. You know, top of the incubator's 88.9, bottom's right around 88.
Yeah, and if your stuff is, what kind of incubator do you have?
Oh, right there.
Oh, so it's a homemade one?
Yep.
Now, if you've dialed your stuff in and you know your temps aren't going to fluctuate and stuff like that, that's a whole different story. But you know, you got these guys out there making wine cooler incubators and just throwing a strip of heat tape in it and calling it a day, and they set the thermostat on 89. They don't temp gun it.
Exactly.
Or anything like that. And, you know, half the day the dang incubator's at 94 degrees and they're wondering why their eggs are dying.
Yep. And they're putting their probes in the wrong spot. I've seen that a lot lately. I've had to actually help a few friends out with that just in the past few weeks, because they were getting incubator issues. And I'm like, well, you know, put your probe in the middle of your incubator. It doesn't matter what the back wall of your incubator is. It matters what the middle of your incubator is.
Yeah.
That's where your eggs are sitting on the shelf, you know?
Yeah. I was just talking to another guy about this stuff, incubating stuff as well. I did a test one year. I incubated one berm clutch at 89 degrees, one berm clutch at 86 degrees, and one berm clutch at 78 degrees.
Oh, shit.
So the berm clutch that incubated at 89, 90,
Yep.
all of those babies hatched out about between 70 and 90 grams.
Okay.
And they took about 4 to 6 weeks to start eating. The clutch I incubated at 86 degrees, all of those babies came out 110 to 130 grams, and they ate within the first 3 days of hatching.
Huh.
The clutch that I incubated at 78 degrees, they hatched out between 80 and 140 grams, but they took about another 3 to 4 weeks to start eating.
Damn. And did they take longer to hatch? Did you notice that the cooler the temperature, they took longer to hatch, or what?
They almost went a whole nother month.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they hatched at like 109 days.
Oh, shit. Like Retech clutch time.
No, not 109, like 89 days. Yeah.
Still, damn. I was gonna say 109. Holy shit.
No, that's how long it takes for my retics to hatch, is 109 days.
So, hey, you know what? That's the perfect segue into your retics. I want to know about I want to know about your retic projects. What do you got going on?
Well, you know, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. You know, I had a lot of retic stuff going on. I'd get into it, I'd breed it, I'd sell it off, I'd get something else, I'd change plans, I'd sell it off. I have like a very strict retic goal now, and it's pretty much just going to be all ocelot stuff.
Okay.
So I picked up some ocelot stuff from Aubrey, and I'm going to work that in. I'm going to try to work that into pied, and then try to work. And my ocelot stuff is possible het white or endo. And I picked two different. I picked a really, really dark one, and I picked a really, really bright one because I wanted to hit that OG stuff.
Okay. Damn.
So yeah, and I think Chris White and I, we kind of partnered up a little bit.
Yep.
On the retic side, and we're actually sending. I think we're going to send a Marble Sun het albino female over to Aubrey and try to get that Marble Sun ocelot stuff started.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. We'll talk about a hell of a project to keep back.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. I tell you what, the het I've got some het ocelot stuff, and the hets are freaking wild, man. That ocelot gene is super, super strong. And I don't know if you saw what Jay Brewer posted the other day, but the Sunfire ocelot.
No, I didn't. The only one I've seen from him, I actually was just watching it before we were jumping on here, while I was getting my pre-funk on. God, what was it? It was a tiger rainbow?
No, yeah, okay.
It was nuts.
The tiger rainbow, okay, he calls it rainbow. Me and Aubrey and a couple other people call it ocelot.
Okay, so it is the same thing then.
Same thing. Ocelot, rainbow, and then Samson Pruitt calls it something else. He calls it the Spanish word for rainbow. And I don't arcosis or archeosis or something like that. I can't. I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, dude, that thing was nuts. That head stamp, and it was just like almost jet black.
No, that's the Sunfire.
Is it? Okay.
The kind of the blacker one with like the white swirl lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Sunfire one. The Tiger was like the silver sides with the little dots across the top of the back. Okay. Yeah, that Sunfire thing that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now imagine adding marble and OG to that.
Damn. And I'm not a big retic guy, but I might have one of those.
Those things are going to be sweet, man. I just don't know. I don't know how we're going to do that, but I do have a Mocha Tiger female here. She was kind of a gift from a buddy of mine, so I just going to keep her. I just cleaned her cage this morning, and I'm looking at it right now. It's trashed.
Dude, that's why Burms are better.
No, you're not lying. I do like Burmese better, and this girl right here, she'll kind of freak you out because she's about 14, 15 foot long.
Yeah.
And she's just fast, man. And when she does that like head shoot up, she'll be crawling like right here, and then she'll just jet her head up, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. I only have one retic left here. She's actually in that top enclosure way up in the corner there.
Oh.
So she's a Platy Phantom Sunfire girl. Or excuse me, Platy Phantom Golden Child. Sorry. Platy Phantom Golden Child.
Oh, that's a sweet deal. That's a sweet powerhouse, though.
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous. I'll probably never breed her. I mean, I know I got the cow potential there, but I'm just, I don't know, man. You know how I am. Like, I just want to keep her as a pet, give her a good home. You know what I mean?
You know you want a cow.
This is true.
I want a cow. You know, I don't even really.
And the Golden Child cows are freaking gorgeous.
No, yeah, that's what I want. I want a Golden Child cow, and I just want it as a pet. Because I think the cow gene is a dead end. Aubrey did an awesome job with the Mochino, Mochino or OG. I think they were Mochino cows.
I'm not sure.
He did purple cows and Mochino cows. Those are freaking awesome. But I think other than that, it's a dead end gene because or a dead end morph. Because when you add Sunfire to it, you're starting to get all that yellow in there, and I'm just not a fan of the yellow.
Yeah, I feel it.
I'll take the yellow spots, the yellow and black and brown spots. That's cool with me. But the yellow stripe down the back, that's what I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I liked the Golden Child cows because I liked that it created those gold, speckles in with the black.
Yeah,
it wasn't just the black. Although that's awesome, I just think it adds that whole nother level when you got that gold speckling in there.
Yeah, and I think. What's cool about the cow stuff is for somebody that's just getting into retics.
Yep.
I think a cow would be pretty cool for somebody to have because just of that, color change that they go through. And, it would be a cool experience for a new keeper. Hell, it would be a cool experience for somebody who's been keeping snakes for 20 years.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm excited to eventually have one, even if I buy one just as a pet, just because I think it's like the green tree python of a huge snake. You get to watch it change colors. How often do you get to see that? Yeah,
but you get to give yourself a heart attack every freaking 2 or 3 weeks. Oh shit, my snake has mites.
Right. Dude, everybody says that about the bananas and ball pythons too, and I freaking love them. That's what's weird is everybody hates the speckling. I love it.
Dude, I had a banana male that was just insane. I'll have to send you a picture of him. But all his babies, I don't know what it was. All of his babies, he would make that they had a perfect arrowhead, like a perfect neon yellow arrowhead head stamp. All of them, every single baby of his. And I'm like, there's got to be something else going on in here. But there wasn't. I mean, I never tried to prove him out. I think I bred him 3 times, and I ended up selling him to a guy local here, and I sold the female too because that female that I bred him to that year, she would always go late, like August.
Yep.
And so she didn't go, and I'm like, oh, she's not gonna go. I'll just throw her in the package deal with the male. And the guy messages me like 2 months later. He's like, dude, check this out. She's laying on 10 eggs. It's like, oh.
Damn, dude.
That was a freaking cool. That was gonna be a cool clutch too, because that was like 8 years ago, and it was a spinner. It was a spinner blast to a pastel banana.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Damn.
So what is that? Banana killer blast.
Yeah, banana killer blast.
Yeah,
especially 10 years ago or 8 years ago. Holy shit! Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I got a banana boy. I might kick myself in the ass this season. So I got him as a banana super pastel. He's one of my first breeder ball pythons ever. Right. I actually got him in trade for a bunch of feeder rodents. My boa lady had it and she's like, I don't want it. I'm not she's like into freaking boas. She doesn't want a ball. Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. Sweet. I could use a breeder banana male, I'm like just getting started or whatever, but I had a shitload of rats. So I'm like, let's do a deal. And So we did the trade. Well, he popped out one, obviously not super pastel because I got normals, but he popped out these yellow belly looking animals. And I went to all the, identification groups and everybody at the time, and I'll be honest, at the time, it's before I met people like yourself or Aaron or a few of the other guys who have been really helpful, helping me learn this stuff. And nobody could really say much. All I got was, oh, it's got to be yellow belly something.
Yeah.
And it does, after I looked at it more and more, I'm like, okay, so it's definitely in that complex. It's yellow belly something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I never bred it back to prove, is it really yellow belly or is it gravel? Is it asphalt? And so I'm going to be kind of salty. For the first year, I'm breeding him back to a yellow belly to find out. And if I pop out banana highways or freeways, I'm going to, one, be happy as shit. But I'm also going to kick myself in the ass because I've had that pair for like 4 years, 3 years.
Oh, yeah. Dude, hey, that'd be cool if it was like asphalt or gravel.
Oh, dude, I'd be so stoked. I think that's the one time you guys will ever see me dance.
Yeah, I hear that's a thing that you don't dance.
No, I don't dance unless it's slow dance, and I really have to. It ain't happening.
Oh man,
we'll
have to get you slow dancing one day.
I can slow dance. That's about it. So I gotta ask, dude. You have pied and you have champagne. Those are like the hottest thing in the Burm world right now. How do you like having them and actually being able to work with them in person?
Well, the pied's cool. The champagne, he's cool to look at. You can't touch him.
Oh shit! Little asshole.
Oh, dude, I had him out today, and he hissed so hard that his I was cleaning this cage today, and I'm cleaning every day.
Yeah.
And I had him out. I picked him up by his tail and had a hook out in front and put him in the tub. And he was, the little poor thing, he hissed so hard that like his tongue came out and like did like a corkscrew. And I was like, dude, calm down, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I get enough of this old whiskey. I mean, I might pull him out.
We'll keep chugging.
Oh God, he's cool though. I mean, he's really pretty.
So where do you see those projects going?
So the pied, obviously, I really want to. My first objective is to put it into caramel.
Yep.
Now with the champagne stuff, I really want to do caramel champagnes and hypo lab champagnes.
Okay.
Because I don't know if anybody on here has actually looked up what a hypo champagne looks like. They are freaking wicked, man.
Yeah, it definitely changes it up.
Dude, yeah, like you look at that snake and you're like, that's a combo, that's not a morph itself.
Yeah.
But I think, when you add lab to that, it's gonna freaking really, really throw some curveballs to people. But
yeah.
The hypo caramels, right? So the hypo caramels aren't really impressive. They look like really expensive pearls to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the caramel green and the albino green.
Yep, I agree.
The hypo caramels aren't really very impressive to me, but hypo has a way different complex than champagne does. Champagne's on a lot darker complex than hypo is.
Yeah.
So when you start throwing stuff to caramel, if it doesn't have a dark complex to it, it's not going to look good with caramel.
Yeah.
So that's why we see the one and only pied caramel. It looks amazing because pied is a darker. The actual colored pattern is pretty dark. The caramel labs look great because labs are naturally. You see your lab; they're freaking blacks. The blacks are jet black.
Yeah.
But when you go to greens have no blacks on them whatsoever.
Yep.
And granites have blacks, but they're not jet blacks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brown, there's a lot of tans, and the blacks are kind of like a really dirty black, brown.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why you do see that lavender color come in to the caramel granites because they do have a little bit of a darker complex than the greens.
Yep.
So the champagnes, they do have blacks in them. But they're also the color to them is a lot darker than the hypo. So
Yeah.
who knows what it's going to look like? I really would like to see it.
Do you think it's safe to say too? Because I know, like when we first all heard about the whole champagne, and we won't even go into the citrus bullshit. When we all heard about champagne, right? We just thought it was a color thing. But do you think it's safe to say it's also kind of a pattern mutation?
A little bit, but I'll just call it out right now. Jay Gonzalez sold all of those champagnes, and he didn't tell anybody what they were het for. Well, those champagnes are het granite albino.
That's why he's got that look.
Yeah, he made
granite.
Jay made a granite champagne. Jay made an albino granite champagne.
Yeah.
And he posted the granite champagne, but he hasn't posted the albino granite champagne.
Okay, I was gonna say I had seen one of them. I was gonna have to go take another look.
No, yeah. So all of the champagnes out there, they're het granite albino.
No shit. Okay, yeah, okay.
I can send you a picture. I can send you a picture of an actual just plain Jane champagne, and it's actually the first original champagne.
Yeah.
And that was available to the public for purchase in 2017. So
go figure.
So yeah, and that was actually what the heck is Carmel's actually about to lay some eggs.
Oh shit. I've been meaning to peek back. My big girl might start laying her clutch while we're streaming.
Hey, if she starts laying eggs, I'm gonna FaceTime you every time I got a female do. No, but I can send you a picture of what the actual champagnes look like. They have that, that normal blocky pattern. And champagne, to me, it's slightly a pattern changer, but not enough to really for the normal eye to know it.
Okay. See, because I was kind of wondering that, because a lot of the stuff I saw Jay release was all had that. Now it makes sense, the het granite jaggedness to it. So I was like, okay. Yeah. It almost, I'm not gonna lie, it got me more excited about champagne, because at first I was like, I don't know, seems like a really expensive hypo that's just darker. Just to be honest, like that was my thought. You know what I mean? I'm like, and it was a good price for a new freaking jean, because what were they, 4,500 or some shit when he first released them?
Yeah, the market was dead before it ever started.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, a whole new jean for Burmese in the US, 40. Because, obviously I'm like, okay, that's something more realistic to me. I don't make a shitload of money. So that's more real. I'm like, all right. But then I'm like, I don't know, man. It looks like a really nice hypo.
Yeah. Well, when you put it with hypo, it does some crazy stuff.
Yeah. That's when I started actually paying attention, is when I saw some of the combos. And then I even looked overseas in some of the groups and saw what I could find, and I really think it's going to be huge coming forward.
Well, I think the reason why these champagnes look so good compared to just a regular champagne is because of that het albino and that het granite. The regular champagnes, they freaking darken up. And I'm almost on the fence about, when I do the caramel to champagne, I'm going to be looking for things that do not have het granite in them, because I want that blocky pattern.
Yeah.
Because they get darker. And with that darker complex, you get a better look with the caramel. Yeah. When you have that het albino granite, they're brighter. The champagnes are gorgeous. But I don't need that brightness in with the tea pause.
In with the tea pause. Yeah, you want to bring out those purples and those lavenders.
Yeah, so I want that dark, ugly champagne to go with the caramel.
Hey, no, it makes sense though, man. I like that. That's a good vision right there.
Yeah, I just took a picture of my champagne today. Maybe I can show you on there. Oh, it's kind of hard to see, isn't it?
You know what? If you turn your brightness like way down to where it's dark for you, it'll show on the screen. I found that out, oddly enough.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it works, but
let's try it. I'll try to pull him out. Oh, still not very good.
Oh, we can. Oh, there you go. Damn.
Let me try to turn it down even more. I didn't turn it all the way.
No, you're good. I'm gonna throw you on the full screen so they can.
Well, it's kind of hard to see it, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. All good, all good. Here, I can pull this up only just because I know it works on here. I don't know why. I just found that out one day.
I'll just have to pull the damn thing out.
Well, I mean, we don't want to get you bit.
It might not get me bit, but maybe. Who knows? No,
just don't get mad if I laugh.
So the thing about it with it is, I don't care about the getting bit part. It's the freaking getting pissed and shit on is what I hate.
Yeah.
Because then I got to go around the snake room, cleaning it up. Oh, yeah, but he looks even better than that now.
Oh, does he? Damn.
Oh yeah, way better.
Still, so you guys can see what we're talking about. In case you don't know, this is the champagne in Burmese. Just a beautiful animal.
Yeah, he's a smoke show now. And he's bigger than my 2-year-old caramel male and my pine male, and the damn thing has only eaten chickens his entire life.
Damn.
Something about them chickens, man.
So, you know, we've had this in-depth conversation. I kind of want to dive into it now.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about feeding berms and big snakes, man?
Well,
I know you do things a little differently. You know, like I'll prefix, I guess, by saying what I've always been taught is, you know, and you know, I like to keep a varied diet now just from personal opinion. But what the guys who, when I got in, told me was give them rats until they're, you know, X amount of feet and then give them guinea pigs or rabbits. But nobody explained why. They just say, you know, size, right?
Yeah.
Then, you know, once I started talking to you and a few of the other guys, I started to vary it up a bit more. But I know you like your, you know, your poultry. So why is that?
You know, so I explained this to a few people. And if you're a bodybuilder, you would, or if you know about nutrition, you would understand this. So anybody that's watching now, if you're a nutritionist, you'll get this standpoint. When I tell people, you know, I say, okay, hey, what's the fastest absorbing protein you can intake for the human body? It's fish, right?
Yeah.
What's the second fastest? It's chicken.
Okay.
Beef, pork, all that other protein is slow absorbing protein in the body. Well, that's how rats, guinea pigs, and rabbits are to snakes. Chicken, that protein in chicken gets absorbed very, very fast, and you can feed them more often. You know, I see people that are feeding rabbits once every 2 months.
Yeah.
For a full-grown adult that's 6 or 7 years, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or you could feed that animal a 4 or 5 pound chicken once a week, and it would still maintain perfect body composition. But like I told you, I like to get the berms out and get them exercise and burn those calories. And so if they're burning calories, you can put calories in. And if they keep running that supply of calories out, calories in, they're just gonna grow.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, oh man, you power fed that berm. My caramel, you know how many people have told me that I've power fed that caramel?
Yep.
Well, that's a funny joke because she didn't eat for the first 6 months of her life, and she's only eaten chickens the rest of the other 18 months of her life.
Right.
And she's 11 feet long. But that's because, you know, I was getting her out every other day, letting her exercise for 30 minutes, and she was getting a chicken. She was getting a chicken that didn't even leave a bump in her once every 5 days.
Damn.
You know, but it didn't even leave a bump in her. So I could have given her a chicken once every 5 days that didn't leave her a bump in her, or I could have given her a rabbit that did leave a bump in her once every 14 days. What's the difference?
Yeah. And the chicken's probably cheaper anyway and easier to find.
Well, when you're feeding chickens that are 3 and 4 pounds, there is no fat on those.
Yeah.
You know, when you're feeding chickens that are 8, 10 pounds, yeah, there's definitely fat on those. But when you're feeding 3-pound chickens, there's no fat on those.
Yeah.
So what fat content are they actually getting? You know.
Yeah.
So
do you remove the beaks and the feet, or do you leave them on?
I'll knock off the beaks, and if they're a bigger chicken, I'll knock off the feet at the joint.
Okay.
But if it's you know, like if I have a troubled feeder, like for my monitors, when I feed them baby quail and baby chicken,
Yep.
I'll knock off the beaks and leave the feed there.
Okay. I always like to ask that because I've heard both sides of the fence. People say, "Oh, leave it," and other people are like, "No, it'll kill your snake."
I don't think it'll kill your snake, but it gives me peace of mind knocking off that beak, because some of those beaks are freaking razor sharp, man.
Yeah. That's funny you say that, because that's what made me start doing it. Is I felt the beaks and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'd want that going down my throat. I'm gonna chop that off.
No, yeah, I just take a pair of kitchen shears and just knock them off.
It's amazing. Cuts like paper. I know that sounds bad to you guys, but seriously, when we're talking about animals worth thousands of dollars, you're already feeding it a frozen food item. Come on.
No, yeah, I'm not knocking live chicken beaks off.
No. I'm just for anybody wondering out there watching later on.
No, yeah, it's just frozen. I feed a lot of frozen thaw. I'll feed live if I have to, if a snake's not eating frozen thaw. But frozen thaw is just easier for me because I breed my own rats, and sometimes when I have larges that are ready to be fed, I don't have snakes that need to eat larges, so I just freeze them.
Yep.
Or when I have pups and I know that I'm going to have Burmese or Retics or whatever's going to eat the pups hatching, I'll feed off I'll freeze off a large supply of pups so I can have that set to the side and I don't run out of feeders for my babies.
Yep. No, I feel that. I actually, because I also breed our own rats, so I started doing pre-killed for everything. At least under a jumbo or a large, right? Yeah. I'll do fresh killed, so I'll euthanize it right then and there. But that way, I found, at least just the way my collection works, especially having a bunch of ball pythons still. If one refuses, I can just go to the next one, and by the time I'm done, say if I don't know, let's say 4 out of 50 refused. Then those 4 rats are still alive, and if they're female smalls, I can go throw them back in a colony, and they can get knocked up and give me babies in 30 days.
Yep. But I definitely do pre-killed. It's when I say I feed live, it's not live, it's pre-killed.
Yeah.
I don't ever feed anything live. If I throw a live rat in there, it's going to be pre-killed.
Yeah, I had to break down and actually go back to live for just one animal recently. I've been trying to breed this coral glow girl for 2 years, and she went off food, and she's one of, I don't really have the typical issues with, most people do with balls, and they say, oh, they never eat. Like, I'll get a few occasional, but it's a male during breeding season, or it's a female, like when she's getting close to ovulation. And at that point, I'm not worried about it at all, right? But this girl, man, she wouldn't eat. Finally threw a live in there and she smashed it. And I was like, ooh, I got you now. I've been trying to breed that girl for 2 years, man.
Yeah.
That's damn.
Tough, man. And when I did balls, I bred African soft furs and I fed all of them African soft furs. And everybody's like, oh, well, I don't want to do that because then when you try to sell them, they won't switch back. Out of, I think I sold 190 ball pythons, and out of 190 of them, I think 10 of them didn't switch back to rats.
Damn.
Yeah, around 180 of them switched back to rats.
Damn. See, that's good. I've been hearing a lot better, actual realistic answers to that question lately, talking to some of the ball guys who feed ASFs, and they say they have no problem switching back and forth. Yeah, I tried the ASFs, but I'll be honest, man, I had a couple colonies and they were just little assholes. So I called them all off and said, forget it. Y'all are getting rats.
I had 2 colonies of African soft furs that were like that. And I found a dude way out in the boonies. And he was like, hey, man, I'm not doing snakes anymore. But I got this colony of African soft furs. Do you want them? And I'm like, before I even think about it, I was like, are they dickheads? And he was like, actually, no, they're not. I can hold them. And I was like, I want a video of you holding every single one of the little shits.
Right.
So he took his kids in there out. He's got this big building out on his farm, and he took his kids out there. His kids are just freaking playing with these African soft furs. And I was like, I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
Oh shit! All right. So on the to-do list, find dude in the boonies with ASFs.
Not shitting you though. Those were chillest African softwares ever, and those things produced like crazy. Like
Damn.
before their litter was weaning off, they were dropping another litter.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my rats are pretty close, but it's still about a week out, from the time I wean their previous to when they're going again.
Yeah. No, man, mine were freaking dropping litters before their freaking first ones were weaned. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Damn.
Too soon.
Yeah. So, do you just breed your rats then, or do you breed other feeders as well?
I do rabbits and I do chickens until some dogs broke into my chicken coop and killed all my chickens.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they were just doing it for fun. I caught them on camera, just slaughtering a freaking big old massacre of chickens, and I drove down the road. I drove down the road to the neighbor lady, and I was like, "Hey, can you please keep your dogs, in check because it just killed my entire coop of chickens." She said, "Oh, they didn't. That's my dogs wouldn't do it." I was like, "That's funny because I have a camera of your dog staring at the camera with an 18-pound freaking rooster in his mouth."
Jesus, yeah.
This rooster was the biggest rooster I've ever had in my life.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
That's
she was like,
fucked.
"I don't believe you." So I showed her a screenshot of it, and ever since then, I haven't seen the dogs.
Well, good.
So I'm like, wait a minute, what happened with the dogs? But I'm gonna start doing them again. What I was doing is I was ordering like 100 chicks from Cackle Hatchery.
Okay.
And I would just feed them up for 5 to 6 weeks. And in 5 to 6 weeks, they were already 5 to 6 pounds.
Oh, sweet. So that's a good deal, especially if you're buying them all as bulk and chicks.
Yeah, so you can get 100. You can get 100 chicks for $65, and
oh shit,
to grow them up to 6 pounds cost me about another $120. So for $185, you got 100 6-pound chickens.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
so you're
yeah, that's a really good deal.
They're about $1.85 per chicken.
Yeah, damn, that's a really good deal. I've been my average cost is $1.50 to $2 a pound for the rabbits, buying from the local sources.
Where the hell are you getting them for $1.50? That's what I need.
Bro, here's the thing I do. So it's this local lady and she breeds for show, but then obviously she has a bunch of extras and she didn't want to worry about selling them all as pets. And I said, look, you raise them all up, to at least 16 weeks or so until they're 4 or 5 pounds, 6 pounds, and then call them. I'll buy all of them. I don't care how many you produce. Just keep this price and we'll throw it all on a scale and I'll buy them all.
Yeah.
200 pounds at a time, 150 pounds at a time, whatever you got, I'll buy them all. And she's like, okay. And so we've been doing that. And just, a couple times a year, I'll just go down and, work out the deal. We'll just throw them all in a fucking basket or a big bag on a scale and, weigh it up. And then I don't care. I usually just round it up for her because I know I'm getting a good deal.
Yeah, man, I was getting rabbits for $1 a pound for a long time there. And then,
damn, that'd be even better.
Oh, dude, well, it was about 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 or 8 years ago, they went from $1 a pound to $2 a pound. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
just doubled my prices.
So I got to ask you. You said you also dabble with breeding your own rabbits. How's that going? Do you produce all of your own rabbits, or do you still have to outsource?
No, I produce all my rabbits. I don't think I've bought a rabbit in 3 years.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. So if you don't mind me picking your brain on that a little bit, how do you do your breedings and how do you, what's your call time on that? Because I know some people do like the slow breeding where they wait until the babies are weaned and then they breed them again. Or some people do the intermittent, I believe it's called, breeding, like where the babies are 3 or 4 weeks and then you breed mom. Yeah. And then there's the extreme breeding where you breed mom as soon as she drops a litter. What do you do on that?
Well, so I actually just redid all of my breeders. I just called off all of my adults and restocked my entire breeding colony. And that's actually going to start expanding because the does, they're only really good 3 years max, and then you've got to restock those. Bucks fine. I've had bucks that are 5, 6 years, 7 years old that breed just fine.
Yeah.
But it's just like rats, you get a year-old rat, and after that first year of them breeding, they just start.
Yeah, you got to cycle it out.
Yeah, so it's the same thing with rabbits. After that second year, I'm already growing up a whole nother colony of rabbits to be able to replace those. And,
Okay.
Or I'll just find somebody and get into another breed. And
Yeah.
it was like just this year, I've just got them back into my standard Rexes.
Okay.
And but so when I breed, I'll breed 3 times a year. That's all I need to breed. I have enough does that I only need to breed 3 times a year because I'm not selling to anybody.
Yeah.
So I'll breed once in the spring, once in the summer, once in the fall.
Oh, sweet.
And
okay.
My summer breedings are always like super early morning because if it's really hot, your males will have a heart attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I learned that the hard way when I used to do Flemishes.
Oh yeah,
that was before I kept large snakes. It was, years ago. But my ex and I had bred Flemish giants, and those things overheat so quick.
That's why I quit breeding. I had a freaking 23-pound doe and a 24-pound buck.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I was breeding a bunch of the Flemish, and they didn't produce in the summertime for me. The only time I could get them to produce for me was spring and fall.
Spring and fall, yep.
So now I switched over to the standard Rexes, and I don't know how those are going to be because those have really thick hair.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've heard really good things about them, but I still have New Zealanders and Floridians and Californians and stuff like that. So
yeah,
those have always been good to me in the summer. But I just do 3 times a year, and each doe drops, 6 to 14 kits.
Yeah.
So I think my biggest litter I ever had was 18 kits.
Damn.
Yeah, she was big. She was just a big New Zealand.
Damn. And did they all make it, past weaned?
No, I think I had, out of the 18, I think I had 12 make it.
Okay.
Because sometimes my does on a cold morning will lay their litter on the wire.
Oh, yep.
It's freaking over after that.
Yeah.
It's no coming back.
We just had both of our does do that on this last litter. So we were all getting excited, gave them their lay boxes. They both had them and everything, or their nest boxes, whatever. And both of them laid on the wire. And
now, if you catch them laying them on the wire and you catch them early, you can warm. Okay, now this is going to sound weird. You can warm those kits back up, and they'll come back alive.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can take a plastic baggie and run it over warm water while the plastic baggie is open at the top.
Yep.
And run put the kit at the bottom of the plastic baggie, the top of it open, and then run the bottom of it over like 75, 80 degree water. And I've had kits actually come back alive.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's crazy, dude.
I had a little old lady out east for me. She told me that, and I was like, well, nah, bullshit. I did it like 3 times and it didn't work. Well, I finally caught one of my does late in the middle of December on the wire, and I was like, so I started grabbing them, and I was warming them up on my shirt and way back inside, and I started putting them in baggies, warming them up.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, they all came back alive, and I put them in the nest box with mama, and they were fine.
Damn. So what's your call point then on those?
What size of rabbits are you looking for? Because we're all growing different size rabbits.
So do you call it like a certain point, or do you do a separate size? Because I do various sizes. Personally.
Yeah, I do different sizes. I don't do 2 pounds because that's just it's not worth it for me.
Yeah, it's just like give them 2 jumbo rats. Yeah.
Yeah, so I start at 4 pounds.
Okay.
So I'll do 4, 6, and 8. I really don't feed any of my berms, and that's another thing when people claim you're power feed. I'm like, really? I'm giving a 15-foot berm an 8-pound rabbit.
Yeah.
That you can't even see the damn rabbit in it.
If that's the case, I'm doing it way wrong.
But no, I do have those big 25-pounders.
Yeah.
21 pounders. I've got some 18 pounders, but those are my adults that I've called off after cycling the adults.
Yeah.
And those will go to my Sula girl, because I've got that big, huge 18, 19 foot Easy Retech over at Chris White's place.
Oh, damn. Yeah. She'll definitely take those.
Yeah, she should be coming here in the next week or so.
Say, I always hate those power feeding freaking arguments. I'm like, dude, okay, I got a 14-foot berm who half the people say is skinny, right? Or on the smaller side, or she's toned. In my opinion, she's the right body shape, right? But people don't know I feed her 15 to 20 pounds at a time.
Oh, wow.
And I give her a while in between feedings, and I let her exercise a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I always, you see it a lot. I always pull them out, and I'm just letting them cruise the room, you know?
Yeah.
Hang out. If it's hot outside, I'll take them outside and let them chill out there for a couple hours, you know, if I can.
Yeah. Man, that's got to be the most aggravating conversation or topic about berms.
Right.
Is the feeding schedule. Like, most of the people that are telling you, oh, that berm's fat, are people that have never owned a berm, or that are just now getting into berms and they've been told something else. Well, a berm is a heavy bodied snake. I mean, look at anacondas out in the Amazon. They're eating 100-pound capybaras. Yeah. And they'll probably do that 3 or 4 times a year.
Yep.
Plus maybe a few smaller meals in between. So those anacondas out in the Amazon, they're eating probably 6 times a year. But within that 6 times a year, they're eating frickin' 500 to 600 pounds of food.
Yeah, ginormous.
Yeah, so if you're not going to feed your snake just some monstrous meal once every 3 months, then you need to feed it a small meal once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Yep. I always tell people, you know, and I tell them too, like, I'm still new to this. I've been only keeping big snakes for, 4 or 5 years now, right? Yeah. I'm working with them longer, but as far as like personally having a collection of them, it's been like 4 or 5 years now, you know?
Yeah.
And I tell them, I'm like, here's what I would say is like a base schedule, but that's not it. Like, just look at their body structure.
Yeah.
Does their body look fat? Do they look like they're about to shit, even though you haven't fed them at all and they just shit? Because then you might want to cut back on the food a little bit or let them exercise. Like, you know, they look like a fucking stuffed sausage, then that's different, you know? But
yeah, man, there'll be sometimes I'll let my whole entire collection go 2 months without eating. I just won't feed anything for 2 months. I'll let them, their digestive system, take a break.
Yeah.
And just calm down. And, it's usually – I'll give them. It's usually a couple months after the breeding season. I'll pump them up just a few weeks. 6 to 8 weeks. I'll pump them up, and then right after that, most of my stuff doesn't eat between May and July.
Yeah.
And then I'm hammering them again, and the end of July, getting them ready back for breeding.
Getting them ready. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of gives them a break, lets them chillax, because if you're breeding and then hammering them with food the whole entire off season, and breeding, and then hammering them with food the whole entire off season, you're really hurting that body and those organs. So I'll just let it. I'm like, nobody's getting food for a month.
Okay, that's good to know.
Food for 2 months.
That's good to know.
Unless I have a girl that really lost a lot of weight, and I do plan on breeding her the next season, then she won't get that time off. She'll get She won't get hammered with food, but she'll have a nice, once every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. And then because, I could talk about berms all night, right? But just to move on, I know you also have womas and black-headed stuff. So how do you like those?
I like the womas better.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're the exact same snake. And the reason why I like womas better is because the sole reason for me to get into the womas was to get into a smaller snake that I could keep in a, manageable area, not have to have 6, 8, 10-foot enclosures for.
Yep.
So that's the whole reason why I got into the womas, is like, you know what? I want to be able to work with some things and offer some things to people that aren't looking for big snakes.
Yeah.
And womas are perfect. They're perfect for that. But then when you get in the blackheads, and now the blackheads are needing 4 foot, 6 foot enclosures.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, they're cool, but they're
Yeah.
not what I intended on getting into the freaking, Asphodite for.
Yeah.
But I've got some babies here. I still have those. They're supposed to go to Chris, but I kept them.
Oh yeah.
They're fine. Some of them are, man. These guys these babies that I had, they hatched out of the egg.
Yeah.
And they were firecrackers for about 24 hours. Then they chilled out, and they've been chill ever since the last 2 weeks. And now they're firecrackers again.
Damn.
Yeah, if I got one out, I would get bit.
All right, well, don't do that. But I was just kind of curious, how's their care as far as that speed? I've never worked with either or. So how do you like them as far as care and stuff? Are they pretty easy to care for?
You don't have to worry about humidity, because if your humidity drops below 50%, they're fine.
Okay.
So humidity issues aren't an issue. Now my ambient in here is well above 50, so I don't even spray those snakes.
Yep.
Once a week, I'll go through and spray the ReptiChip on everything except for my Australian species and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I kind of won't spray those because they already have a decent ambient humidity.
Yep.
Heats, the heat is fine. They can take the regular heat from my berms in the rack, so they can go in my berm grow out rack or my retic grow out rack, because I keep my retics a little hotter as when they're younger.
Yeah.
Than most people do. Most people will keep their retics, 84 to 86. I keep my retics when they're younger around that 88, 89.
Okay.
On her hotspot. But now my adults, they're sitting. The one I'm looking at now that trashed her cage, she's sitting at like 86 degrees.
Yep. That's actually what I have mine set to up there.
Yeah, they're fine with that. I mean, retics, you can't hurt a retic. You can have a retic at 100 degrees and it'd be just fine.
Yep. I just find her restless when I put it up more, because I set it up higher, but she's always moving away from it and just restless. And I'm like, let me bump this down. Then super chill.
The only reason why I do that is to grow outs, is it speeds the metabolism up, and and I can give them. I'm not going to give a snake, like you said, watch their body.
Yep.
If they look like a sausage, obviously the thing's not going to eat.
Yep.
But if the thing ate and digested the food and it's shit in 5 days,
well, it's getting another meal. Yeah.
If it took 10 days, however long, I just look in the cage. Oh yeah, you look like you eat. I'll go out to the rat rack.
Yep.
Pull off a rat. Here you go.
Yep. That's perfect. So
I don't have a set feeding day, except for my bigger snakes.
Okay. Interesting. I kind of do that occasionally. I try to keep it on a schedule, but I'll also purposely, skip a day. Like if I know, it should be feeding day today, I'll wait 24, 48 hours and then offer food. Or, on the bigger snakes that are on every few weeks schedule, I'll wait a week. I'm like, you know what? Usually I feed you every 2 weeks. I'll make you wait extra week this time.
Yeah.
Do you find that variability helps a lot with the longevity of the snake?
Yeah, I do like to change it up. That's another reason why I'll do that 2 months deal, and the kind of like, oh yeah, you look like you'd eat. Oh wait, you ate 2 rats in 1 week. You're not getting fed again until another. I'll let them skip 14 days or so. If they had a big meal 1 week, I'm like, you're gonna hold tight for about another 10 days.
Yeah.
If with the grow outs, you definitely have to watch them. And I'm always looking at tubs 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Just making sure that everything's good. I'm just paranoid.
I feel it. So you got into the Womas because they were smaller. So I got to ask: is that why you got into the Anterasia?
Yep.
How do you like those little shits?
I love them, man. I've got eggs in the incubator right now from them.
So now, correct me: is it the children's that you're working with, or are they the Spotteds or the Anthill?
These are the Stimsons.
Okay.
This guy I'm trying to find the one I didn't feed. I've got a few of them. Oh, man.
If you guys in the comments don't know what we're talking about, the Anterasia is a group of dwarf pythons from Australia. Really small, one of the smallest python species in the world, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. So this is a breeding adult female. She is probably gravid right now.
Damn.
The one I have eggs from in the incubator is actually smaller than this.
Damn.
So yeah, these things are freaking cool, man.
Those are even smaller than the spotted that I had.
No, yeah, these are the second smallest. So the anthills are the smallest, and these are right behind the anthills.
Right behind them. Okay.
Yeah, so the spotteds and the children's are bigger than these.
Yep.
Yeah. So these
That's
are
awesome.
the eastern. These are the eastern localities. So they have a lot of. They're kind of like the Indians. You know, in one clutch you can have super bright ones,
Yeah.
kind of bright ones, and super dark ones. So this girl is like a darker one. The girl that just dropped a clutch for me, she's really, really bright, but she just ate a mouse. So,
yeah, so with those guys, have they got any of the genetic morphs into the States yet? I know I saw some like weird granite stuff and some patternless stuff overseas.
The spotteds and children's, I believe they do have here.
Okay.
But the Stimsons, no, and they have a freaking pied Stimson as well.
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, would somebody please just go rogue and just bring in a bunch of shit?
Yeah, seriously, pied Stimsons? Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, man, they're freaking awesome too.
Can you guys imagine that? A pied freaking python that only gets, what, 3 feet?
Yeah, 3 feet.
Like a breeder female? I mean, come on. That's freaking awesome.
And they're
as much as I love my big stuff.
They're all high white too.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, the one I just saw on the Australian what is it? Herp Society or something like that.
Okay.
They just posted one, and the whole entire snake was white, and the head was pied.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was
crazy.
Like, yeah, man. I was like, I need some criminal to bring me some of the.
Dude, that's how I feel about some of these burn morphs I've been seeing overseas. Man, like, have you seen the dragon robe?
The what?
The dragon robe?
No.
Oh my god! Hold on. You got
Is that a combo that somebody named?
No, it's apparently a single gene.
When did this come out?
I don't know the year, to be honest with you.
Because I know for a fact that lava and stonewash are in the States.
Oh, but I knew about lava, but I did not know about stonewash.
Yeah, there's a couple other things that people are claiming right now that there's a gene, that it's a gene, and I'm like, if you can't provide how you got to that point, that it's because if it's not already a gene, if it's not a gene overseas that we haven't heard about, and it's a new gene in the States, you need to prove to the public how you come to that, and what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
I've never seen that.
It's insane.
Dude.
It's like black and white of a normal berm.
What'd you call that? Dragon what?
Dragon robe.
Dragon robe?
Like, yeah, literally spelled out like dragon robe, like a robe you'd put on.
I give up.
That's what I looked at. I was like, what am I supposed to do now?
Sable, yeah, Sable Burmese python. Yeah, that's not a real fucking thing because they can't prove to the community what the hell it is. They just said Sable, but nobody's heard of Sable anywhere ever except for this year. But if you can't explain to the community why and how you came to that as a new gene, that's not a new gene to me.
I believe, yes, you're right. It's been a couple years. I just don't remember exactly when the first time that I have pictures of it right here on eggs, but I don't.
Oh, it's on eggs.
I have pictures of them on eggs too.
Damn, man, that's freaking.
But I don't know when that was. When that breeding was, is what I'm saying. I don't know when they actually proved it out. But I'm just like, holy crap, the lava. Yeah. It literally reminds me of a normal berm, just black and white. It's like you just remove every bit of color. It's just black and white.
Yeah,
it's got or the same kind of pattern, but just no color.
Yeah, or a really, really busy panda pied.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I just look at that and I'm like, holy shit.
I've never seen that before. I don't know how I've never seen that.
Yeah, I'll send you some more. I got more pictures of it too, but I'll send you some pictures. And I tried to reach out to the guys, but the communication barrier is so horrible. Even with the translator,
Yeah.
I can't get a word out of these guys.
Dude,
The answer I get every time I talk, and you know who I'm talking about. Every time I talk to him, I get, "Oh, Uncle said this, Uncle said that," and I'm
yeah.
like, well, fucking put me on the phone with Uncle because I need to know what the fuck Uncle knows.
Yeah. I actually talked to Uncle.
Oh yeah?
And he's worse.
Oh God.
You
Fuck.
can't understand a fucking word.
So I gotta fly over there, meet a local who's good with both, and then talk.
And do cartwheels with your balls attached to your ass.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. No, dude, it's crazy. I mean, some of the stuff like I say, you even having champagne and pie, that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Those are the newest genes we even know about. Obviously, like you said, there's lavas here and butterscotch, and then what'd you say?
Stonewash.
Stonewash. Okay. See, that's the one I didn't know about. Stonewash is
smoke is here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So have you seen I see smoke and then I see V smoke. Is that the same shit or is it different? Because it's
that guy over there, he always puts V dot smoke. I don't know what the hell V stands for, unless that's their abbreviation for bivitatis. I have no idea.
Okay.
I see that a lot though. So maybe it's a line thing, a lineage thing. This is the V smoke line. Or
okay. I was wondering that because I'm like, I see there is a bit of a difference, but at the same time, it also looks the same. Just you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that guy Kai, what's his name, Kaifon, or no, it's something crazy.
Yeah,
he's got the weird looking caramels. He's got some smoke stuff, but so does Reptile Factory overseas.
Okay,
they've got some smoke stuff too. Not that's Daniel Solis's stuff, right? Reptile Factory.
Yeah.
But there's another Reptile Factory overseas, and they have a bunch of smoke stuff as well. And there's that guy that I'm talking about is the guy with the crazy cages outdoors and the funky looking caramels. Yeah. His smoke just actually dropped a clutch of eggs yesterday or today.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he bred smoke to smoke. So.
Oh shit. Okay. Dude, I just want some of these to make it here somehow, man.
Smoke to smoke, man. We'll see if it's a super or not. It's a super smoke.
Yeah, right. Speaking of smoke. What is this? So is pin, if I remember correctly, according to Tom Reagan, there were true leucistic. So I do know the true leucistic that was here, but that animal passed away to my knowledge.
Yeah, Bob Clark had it, and it passed away.
So which sucks. That was one. And then the same as the true melanistic. There was that melanistic back in the 70s, and then just nothing.
Well, they don't know what it was. It very well could have been a melanistic, and I think it was.
Yeah.
But we did have a lot of stuff.
That or it was God, what do they call it? Isn't it IMG is the right abbreviation for? It's like an increased melanin gene.
Yeah,
it could have been increases. Like
yeah, but dude, man, we had so much stuff. Tom had the faders, but me and Tom talk a lot.
Yeah,
Tom's my personal trainer, and so we talk all the time. So
what hell of a trainer.
No, dude, he got out of Burmese and he started working out, and the dude's massive now. So, he's a great dude, and he's always on top of it. But
yeah,
Tom had those faders, and he bred the two faders together.
Yep.
Well, he got all normals. So, dude, overseas, I think Tom did that twice. I want to say. He got all normals. He bred. And I don't think he ever bred the babies back to each other. I think I think he exported all of those babies out to Mexico.
Yeah.
And then he just sold the project off because he's like, screw it. It's just some crazy looking snake. I don't need it. It's not a morph. Well, dude out overseas bred fader to fader and got faders. And so now we know that there's two different lines of faders, just like
Yeah,
there's Gulf
two
Coast
different
and
lines. Yep.
You know, like if it was me and say it was you back in the 80s or back in the 90s, and you have a caramel and you have another, oh sweet shit, yeah, I just imported this other caramel.
Yep.
You breed them together and you get normals, you're like, well, fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Especially, I mean, I don't know, just judging by, obviously I wasn't, in that time frame or nothing, but they didn't have the knowledge that we do today about genes and how they work even back then. I know they understood recessive and, codom, but do you think they really thought about the whole different lines and stuff? Because I never see stuff with any species back then regarding like, oh, these are different lines of the same recessive. And I think with what you're saying, that's why we lost a lot of that shit,
Yeah, because there were different lines. People like the butterscotch stuff. I don't know why the butterscotch stuff got sent back overseas to that Austrian dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you send a project like that overseas and just get rid of it completely? You wouldn't want to keep at least some hets or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to say this Cofalix or whatever. Do you know who that is?
I do not, or I probably do, but I don't know.
There were other true leucistics other than Clark's, but Clark's is the only known public one that people really know about. The other ones were kind of kept down on the down low. People knew about them, but Clark was the only one really advertising that he had one.
Yeah.
I'd
heard of other ones. I just knew that at least Bob's died, and the other ones just nobody knew what the hell happened to them.
Well, I actually found some Poshet leucistics in 2017, and I tried to get them from this guy, and I kind of played secret because I didn't want him to know what he might have had.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know what he might have had, because I knew where the adults came from.
Yeah.
And so it never worked out. I didn't get the animals.
Yeah.
And who knows where those at went. But Reagan had two different lines of caramels, and I have some.
Yeah.
I have some that are from both of them. I have visuals from one, and I have Poshets from the other. So I have the Poshet Ultramels. Those are the really, really dark ones. And then his lighter, he calls it his lighter line. Well, that female laid one clutch of eggs. She got sold to somebody down in Texas. I'm not going to name them because it's display animal. She got sold to a man down there, and I actually received some hets from her, and I produced the first visuals from that original imported lighter line female. Nobody knows what the hell they are. They look wayline.
Yep.
I bred my female this year to a pied, and you saw the outcome of that. That was it was depressing. But I'll get the male out real quick. You guys can see the male. I'm not going to mess with the female.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, you and I both, man. Those ultras making a comeback will be something else. And the line he's talking about, the lighter line, correct me if I'm wrong in the background if you can hear me, Travis, while you're doing that. But that's the sibling to the Poshets of mine, right?
Oh, yes. This one I'm about to show you is the siblings to yours.
Sweet.
Yeah,
this line, also, if you guys aren't already, make sure you head on over to Travis's Instagram and drop him a follow. He's got some amazing stuff on there, including these caramels. And there's something about him, man. I honestly think if they don't, and Travis obviously will correct me if I'm wrong here. In my opinion, I think if they don't prove out Wayline, they're going to prove out a new line.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So either way, that's a win-win because you don't see many Waylines in the States.
No, yeah. Oh, boy. He's not.
I'm totally going to throw you up on the full screen here. You should still be able to hear me, but
so these guys, man, they're different looking.
Damn.
I'm going to see if I can get his head in there. He's not going to let me get his head in there. This the peachy. the peachy eyes.
Yeah.
And then the tail, the tail is just wicked, man. Like this, the purple's on the tail.
Dude, that thing's crazy.
I'll come back here, dude. But yeah, man, this is the lighter line of what Tom Reagan had.
Damn.
The possible head ultra males, I'm not really going to get them out because those things are freaking psychotic. Ben did not work with them at all.
Oh damn. No, dude, that dude is gorgeous.
Yeah, I can't really get in a good light, but it's all of his markers are just purple.
Oh man.
And his tail is just really rich purple, and you can probably see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a male from Tom's lighter line original female that was imported in 2010.
Yeah.
And we really have no clue what I don't know if you do that. Do you always just look in your snake's mouth?
Always. I do.
Every time I got it out, I do it.
If I hear, or even if you just hear them breathe weird, you're like, yeah, let me see your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude is gorgeous, man. I'm really looking forward to that project, both what you do with it and, you know, if these pos heads prove out, I'm pretty confident.
I got another little male pos het in here that I kept because I didn't want to let him go. He's crazy looking, man. So if they don't work out, I might just send you this little dude if you want him. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this dude,
we'll know next season for sure.
Yeah, this dude's crazy looking, man. I just kept him for shits and giggles, I guess. I don't really need him.
Right.
But no, I'm really hoping that these ultras really do prove out because Ben, right now the only ones that have a chance is Ben and me.
Yeah.
But Justin up in Canada, you remember that kind of that caramel project that he did, and he had one way line that came from Alan Way.
Yeah.
Then Alan sent him another one. Together, and they were supposed to, he bred them together hoping to make caramels.
Yeah.
But he got all normals.
No.
And,
wait, yeah. I don't know the name, but I think I know the clutch you're talking about.
Well, his name is Justin. He's up in Canada. And the dude, he got all normals after, this was like in the early 2000s, like 2001 or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe it was later than that, 2005 or some shit like that. But he ended up getting all normals, and he kept the normals, and he didn't breed any of the normals back to the adults. He just kept the normals, and then he bred the normals together. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you breed a normal to the female and a normal to the male and just see how it works? Yeah. But he didn't even breed those two caramels again for a long time, and he just bred their double heads.
Yeah, the double heads. Yeah.
Yeah, they're double head for two different lines of caramel. And so he ended up hitting a weird looking one, a dark one, and then he hit some really bright looking thing that is the double visual, the double caramel.
Yeah.
Well, the really dark ones, I know a guy in the States that actually has one. And I think it's full blown ultramel stuff.
Oh shit!
It is dark as hell.
Okay.
So the ultramels still might be around, and they're here in the States. So if Ben and I stuff doesn't prove out, like we've kept all the possible hits.
Yeah.
Anything that Ben's produced, it's in his hands right now. So if none of that ends up working out, I think Ben and I are just going to have to go in with this guy and offer him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything with it right now.
What?
I can't remember if the one he has is a female or a male, but
either way.
The thing is teensy tiny, and I think it's going on 2 years old right now. It's just the thing is just tiny, and I'm like, man, come on.
Oh,
I'm not telling you to feed the living shit out of them, but I'm telling you to feed the living shit out of them.
Yeah. Dude, it's so people have that fucking line so confused. Either they power feed the shit out of them or they starve them. And I'm like, how hard is it to fucking be happy in the middle, man?
There's a happy medium in there.
Yeah.
There's a happy. You didn't know I had red tail boas either, did you?
No.
Yeah, I got's a bunch of wild caught Suriname stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty chill though.
So now Suriname's, I don't know jack shit about boas. I'm just gonna throw that right out there. So correct me if I'm wrong. Surinames are what they call the true red tails, aren't they?
Yeah, the Surinames and the Guyanas and stuff.
Okay.
Like I got one dude. He's cool. He's pretty cool dude.
So how do you like those?
I mean, they're freaking gorgeous. I don't think I'd ever have a BCI ever again after owning these things.
Really?
He's a little high strung sometimes.
Oh, I mean, great too.
Look at his tail.
Damn.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
The thing about these guys is to even allow them in my collection, I had to quarantine these things for like a year. This thing is over a year old.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They grow slow, but boy do they get big.
Yep. I kind of miss keeping boas sometimes, man. I used to have a fairly decent sized group of boas, but I just I was too scared with all the pythons, to be honest, man.
Oh yeah. Nah, I've had everything in this room tested for 3 and 4 different things. Paramyxo, Nido, IBD disease, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I've worked pretty closely with Dr. Pia and Fishhead Labs, and all my stuff gets tested, and it's all quarantined for about 6 months out.
Yeah.
And yeah. I don't play those games because I watched a good friend of mine lose his entire. He lost about $500,000 in the animals to one virus.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's pretty rough.
Yeah. So I got to ask then, because speaking of boids, you also keep anacondas.
Oh yeah, I love my anaconda.
What's your plan with that, man?
Well, let's see if I can get this girl out. I'll get her out so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
All right, and real quick, I'm gonna throw this comment up. Our buddy Matt here wants to know something.
You stupid bro. Oh no! Oh, dude, and you saw a picture of this female. I sent you a picture of this female. Right?
Which one?
The yellow.
Yes.
Okay, so she changes. When I sent you that picture, she all 5. She looks like a green anaconda right now.
Oh, geez.
She gets pretty dark. And they're kind of, as you know, yellows are kind of jackasses, but she's pretty mellow for the most part. Oh, stop. When they sniff your arm, it's game over.
She does look almost like a green right now. Holy crap.
She's not. Oh, stop.
Is she wrapping you?
But yeah, she's a double het granite patternless, and there's not very many of these out there.
Jeez. Yeah, when you had told me about that, I never heard of granite or patternless yellows. Are they, much like the I guess they're, long lost relative, the Burm, as far as granite and patternless, like the visual mutation goes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. That's badass.
Yeah, the male I have, he's really small compared to her. She got a few extra males, I guess.
I feel it.
Oh yeah, he just ate, but
I'll let him chill, man. Let him chill.
Yeah, but no, that project, the yellows is going to be freaking cool. There's one guy that has, so there's only 2 litters of those that were ever produced. One litter is 2 years, coming on 3 years old.
Okay.
And one litter is 2 years old. These are the ones from 2-year-old litter.
I was just gonna say, yep.
That was a 2-year-old yellow anaconda.
Damn, he hasn't even produced visuals yet then.
No, because, anacondas take 4 or 5 years to be able to produce babies.
Damn, yeah.
So, but this guy, man, Sam Fisher knows who I'm talking about. This guy has been pairing his double hets together ever since they were like 18 months old.
Oh shit!
Because I don't know if he's just doing it just to do it, or if he wants to, if he just wants to beat everybody to it. Yeah, because there's never been a double visual yellow anaconda.
Yeah,
because they have the Exotix as well.
Okay, I did not know this.
Yeah,
honestly, all I knew about anaconda morphs, other than green yellow hybrids, was the T-Paws that Megan's got.
Well, they have the anery green anacondas as well, and they have T negative green anacondas.
Oh shit!
Fascination Herps down in Texas has the only T negative female.
Oh damn!
Megan's got the only T positive.
Yeah.
And I want to say that she's got there's more than one anery. There's 3 or 4 aneries in the country. I think they're all males.
Jesus.
I don't think any of the aneries are females. I've never seen one, at least.
I'm gonna have to do some more research because I've always been fascinated by the green annies. But I've always just wanted a big female as a pet, honestly.
Yeah, my big female, she's getting ready to get a pig tonight. She's pretty, man. That thing is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
People
way better than the yellows.
No, my yellows. So my female yellows, or my female anaconda, all my female anacondas are chill. Yeah. All my male anacondas are pretty wild.
Okay. Would you say it's pretty safe to say that's across the board for most keepers?
It could be. Yeah. I know a few guys, a lot of their big females are just puppy dogs.
Yeah.
And I think they like to keep it that way, because a more aggressive male is going to be a better breeder. And breeding anacondas, if you don't have an aggressive male, you're going to need 2 or 3 males.
Gotcha.
For one female, because you got to create that breeding ball effect if one male isn't aggressive enough to do it on his own.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky and one male will just do the trick on his own. He doesn't need another male around.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, with green anacondas and yellow anacondas, you can put 2 males in with one female.
Huh? And they won't like kill each other, males?
No, you got to watch
that type thing.
Yeah. So when I see people doing it a lot, and the way I'm going to do it is, if I have one particular male, I'm going to want him to want to breed the female, right?
Yeah.
Well, if that male isn't doing what he needs to do, I'll throw another male in there and I'll let them rile each other up, and then I'll take once they get each other riled up and the male that I'm wanting to breed is doing his job and he's courting the female, I'll yank the one that I threw in there just to throw the shit show.
Okay. I got you. Damn, dude, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah. For everybody watching, by the way, we haven't even covered half the species. Like, seriously, you got crazy stuff, man. Crazy. But I do want to get into it because I know it's getting, late, especially your time. Not so much here, but, I don't want to keep you all night. So I do want to talk about this, though, before we wrap things up. How do you like the monitors, man? Can you tell us about your monitors?
The monitors make me want to sell off my snakes.
Oh shit, you guys heard it here. Oh damn,
man, those things have stolen my heart. I freaking love the monitors. When I used to mess around with monitors, the only thing you could get was wild caughts.
Yeah.
And and you didn't know what you're getting. You'd order a wild caught Asian water monitor, right? You think, oh, please be a baby, and you open the freaking bag and it's a 4-foot freaking wild caught Asian water monitor, and you're like, oh, son of a bitch, what did I do? Oh, shit. But Yeah, man. These cages right here behind me.
Yep.
Those are my Varanus coming guy, and man, by far, right there with the Varanus coming guy are right there with Salvadori.
Oh, damn.
With the croc monitor for me.
Damn.
That croc monitor is just something else, man.
I'm right there with you. If you do, you better be selling me that fucking caramel in the pied and champagne. I'll just start sending you my.
Hey, who is? I think I know who that is. Is that the guy from Burm Donor?
To be honest, okay, I don't know. I don't want to fuck up the pronunciation, but if you don't mind clarifying, because I'm pretty sure we all know each other, but it'd be nice to, connect a name that I recognize.
You said no.
Nope.
Okay. So it's just some random psychopath.
Right. Well, I like the way you think, psychopath.
Yeah. Psychopath have a name? Because I feel like we know each other.
Man, that's crazy, though, you say that, cause obviously I have nowhere near that much monitor experience, especially with whack-ass Washington laws, right? But
that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. But, I love my Sav and stuff. The mangrove was awesome. Hopefully I have a black throat one day. But
yeah, dude, those black throats get so big that they get to the point that the black throats people it's crazy because I've had 3 or 4 people contact me in the last 2 weeks and ask me about black throats.
Yep.
And I tell people all the time, black throat, okay, why don't you want a croc monitor? Oh, well, the caging requirements are just too big and they're just too crazy. And I said, okay, think of that for a black throat, but take out the crazy. You're going to need a monster cage for a black throat because black throats get, 6-7 feet, but their body weight is massive, dude. They get like 85 pounds.
Dude, that's what I love about them. They're fucking huge. It's like honestly, to me, they look like a giant black savanna.
Well, Burm Donor's from PA as well, so I'm just a little iffy here. I can't remember that guy's name. I've been talking to him for the last 5 days, talking to about one of his snakes because he had a girl
Dylan from PA too.
Dylan Hain, yeah, that's a cool cat. Psychopath, Dylan Hain, but Dylan doesn't claim himself to. Well, maybe he does claim himself to be a fat man.
As I say, he's pretty skinny, but
Dylan, I wouldn't even call him skinny. I would call him flat out anorexic.
He's not fat. His name is Jeff.
Oh boy, no, Dylan needs to eat a cheeseburger, man.
Yeah, or some Oreos.
Oh boy says he eats a lot though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, he's got to stay, smaller so he can dodge the king cobras, man. Got to,
Oh yeah. My big ass. I used to keep cobras, and my big ass would freaking get snagged.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like 6 foot 220.
Yeah.
I was like 6 foot 265, 275. Shit, I had to shed some pounds.
Hey Shane, I love my Oreos. All right, don't be hating down there. Oreos are my shit.
No, man, but the monitors, I don't know. I kind of slimmed my snake collection down to the point. So if I didn't downsize, I would have really considered selling all of my snakes this year. But I did downsize last year, and I'm like, I downsized. I got the monitors. I don't need to downsize snakes anymore because I'll regret it if I
Good, yeah. Dude, that's crazy though.
Yeah, I love the monitors, man. They're awesome. And the way they think, like if you people, I don't know how many people that actually have monitors pay attention to the little fine details. Like when I watch this croc monitor, like when you're talking to somebody and having a conversation with a pissed off person, you can see their jaw muscles just freaking clench.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I watched this croc monitor, and yesterday I was kind of like sticking my hand up to him and touching his chin, and I could see his jaw muscles go. I'm like, okay, that's my turn to back away.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
you don't need no Tom hands.
no, so I've been paying attention to those little bitty details, and it's something telling him like, okay, I'm inviting you in, or oh, hey,
Yeah.
get the hell away. It's a lot more brain work for me than it is for dealing with monitors than it
Yeah.
is snakes. Snakes are like, oh, yank it out, don't get bit.
Yep.
Keep the danger end over there.
Yeah. So what species are you working with as far as the monitors go? Because I know you have a few.
Let's see, Bell's coming guy. I didn't want to try to breed croc monitors again, but I think I might. I they this male that I've got, he's just he brought the passion back again, and
Yeah.
watching Corey from Toothless get those fertile eggs and everything. I'm like, oh man, it's possible. But
Damn.
I'm pretty sure Corey from Toothless is using a Maruke male and a Sorong female.
Okay.
The different localities. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of the Marukes.
Okay.
I really like the Sorongs. The Sorongs are the ones with the reduced pattern, but they have the big yellow circles. The Marukes are the ones with the really like all the little bitty circles that go up the back, and they have the yellow
Okay.
snout. The Sorongs have kind of that blue black
Yeah.
with the really big yellow circles on their back.
Yep.
So I'm really waiting to see somebody to produce some pure Sorongs.
Okay. Now, is it true? I heard he was thrown in the towel.
Yeah, he's
Is
throwing
he?
it now.
Is he really? I didn't know if it was like a kind of prank video. I just heard about it. I've been meaning to go watch it, but
No, yeah, he's thrown in the towel. He's got a bunch of personal stuff going on, and he does that aviation. He's the aviation job he's got for.
yeah.
I think he's a federal employee.
Oh man.
So he's got a lot of stuff going on at work. But if anybody knows Corey, I don't know if you've ever talked to him or not, but
No.
once he has a goal set in his mind, he will achieve that goal. It's
Yep.
just a matter of fact. It's just it's the matter of when, and when he does achieve it, he's pretty much done. That's like saying for you, okay, I want to make albino greens just to do it.
Yep.
Well, what are you going to do after that? You
Yep.
gonna stop? Are you going to stop making them, or are you going to make some more?
No, I'm not gonna make albino greens. They're going into Carmel Lab after that. But
So you made what you wanted, you did it, and you're going to progress from there.
yeah.
So with him, there's not really anything you can progress with the monitors, because unless you just do Asian water monitors and start trying to hit a bunch of different combos,
Yeah.
Which he's not all about. He just likes the black dragon stuff. He never really got into the albinos or anything. And people, I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know what his deal is about saying that lace monitors are hard to breed. He keeps giving this persona off that lace monitors are hard to breed, but looking at the market, they're not hard to breed. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're seeing a lot of them lately. I mean, even if there's a waiting list for most I've seen, but it's still they're there.
Yeah, and
unlike a lot of other ones.
I kind of got the vibe from him that he was thinking that they're hard to breed. So that's why he built those massive enclosures, saying, "Oh yeah, I got lace to breed." Well, so did him and him and him. And, the croc monitors is freaking huge, man, because there's only been one, to my knowledge, there's only been one croc monitor ever hatched in the States, and that was actually by a veterinarian.
Oh, okay. I see. I know nothing about monitor breeding, honestly. Like, I know the names of some people, and that's about it.
Yeah, want to say there was only one hatched ever in the country, and it was by
Jesus.
a veterinarian. And Corey's got a clutch of 6 eggs, and 3 of them went bad, and so now he's got 3 left. So
Damn.
to hatch 3 would be freaking crazy.
Yeah, seriously.
Dude, his price. So an imported croc monitor is anywhere from $3,500 to $9,500, depending on the size and where it came from, and if it was caught or captive hatched. Corey's price, the last time I talked to him, was $5,000 a piece for a U.S. captive born and bred croc monitor.
What?
I was like, bro, you better double that. 10 grand minimum.
Yeah, that's like Jay and his champagnes.
Yeah, dude. No, Tom has 1 egg in the incubator. So, and Tom's are actually pure Sorongs. Yeah, so
Okay.
thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot about Tom's stuff. Tom has, I think, 1 egg in the incubator, and his are pure Sorong stuff.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So I really do believe it's a female that he got the eggs from is the one that bit his ass.
Yeah.
Did you see that bite?
Yeah, I did when he first posted it before they removed the gory photos from the internet.
That right there,
Yeah.
I've been nailed by 2, and having this one in my living room. He's not big. I mean, his body is 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
His body is 1.5 feet long, but he has a 4-foot fucking tail.
So in retrospective, he's just like a toddler.
Yeah, he's only. I talked to the guy I got him from, and he's probably only around a year old.
Okay.
So he's definitely still in that learning age.
Yeah.
And different parts of the day, he like comes flying to the door. His head's up. His eyes are dilating, and he's thinking.
Yeah.
And then some days, some parts of the days, he's like closing his eyes and burying his head in the mulch.
Oh man.
And I'm like, come on, don't do that.
Yeah.
When he does that, I back away. I know that I'm scaring him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So is it just the Crocs and the Coming Eye then?
And the lace.
And the lace, yeah, the lace.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a bunch of water monitors, and I come to the decision that water monitors are not for me.
Fair enough.
The amount of water changes that I have to do by myself, taking care of all the snakes and socializing all the monitors that I have, especially the Croc, the water changes are just way getting to the point that they're crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I have the Coming Guy, the Bells, and the Croc, and all of those don't need daily water changes. I can go 2 or 3 days because they don't poop in their water.
Yep.
Now you have to do substrate. With water monitors, you don't have to change the substrate. If you use cypress mulch with water monitors, cypress mulch fights bacteria and it fights fungus. So you could probably only change your water monitor substrate once a year, and get by and be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
With the Crocs and the lace and the Coming Guy and a few other species that don't use their water, they poop in their substrate. So you have to do substrate changes, but I would way rather do a substrate change, once or twice a month than do a ginormous water bowl change every day.
Yeah.
So I like the water monitors. They're very smart. They think before they react. Croc monitors kind of react and think at the same time.
Yep.
Lace monitors, they react first and then think later. So they're like us in the relationship. We go buy the snake and we're like, hey babe, by the way,
yep, this is coming in tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the water monitors are the gentlemen of the monitor industry. We're like, hey, can I do that real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. And the Croc monitors are they're so smart that they think and react at the same exact time.
Damn.
Yeah. So the lace monitors are definitely something that I tell people to watch out for when they get them, because they're just so reactive. They'll just bam, bite you, and then they'll think later, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
But they're
Well, that's
cool.
cool though, man.
They're cooler because the lace are they're the only monitor right now that they found out that's related to Komodo dragons. So
Oh shit.
yeah. So
The
I know
only one? I thought most monitors were related to the dragons.
to Komodo dragons,
Yeah.
not that I know of.
No, I mean I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I don't know much about monitors. I'm very
Maybe I'm completely wrong.
I don't know. We're gonna have to look into this. Hey
But-
Shane. Shane's my homie in the comments. Can you fact check me?
Yeah, maybe you can fact check both of us.
Shane's my buddy. He comes over usually a couple times a week or once a week at least and helps me clean everybody and take care of everything. Or if I ever like have to go out of town or something, he's the only one I trust with the codes and shit to my room in here.
While he's fact checking us.
Hey guys, too, because it is getting. Oh, Shane, the question was: are all monitor species related to the Komodo dragon? Can you please fact check me on that real quick?
Oh yeah,
And also, guys, for you guys in the comments, if you guys have any questions for Travis, go ahead and shoot them out there. I'll try to get your questions answered. But we are going on the 2-hour mark. I know it's getting late Travis's time, so probably wrap it up here in the next 30 minutes or so if that works for Travis here. But definitely, if you guys have any questions, shoot them out there. Ooh, oh snap. Oh, that's got to be the Indian girl.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything to her on camera.
Oh, I got to throw this up here.
But she's gonna freak out on me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey girl. Better than mama.
So while Travis disappears for a second.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so yeah, Komodos are in the Varanus family.
Oh, really?
You good there?
No. She's like jumping everywhere. I'm never. Okay. Why?
Our PA buddy says he wants her when you find her.
Oh, she's in her tub now.
You didn't get snapped, did you?
No.
All right, good.
But you saw a glimpse of her. She's
Yeah.
They can definitely go on and see what she looks like, and her brightness, because it didn't look like that it gave her any justice on the camera.
Yeah. No, she's gorgeous, man. From the pictures I've seen, that's why I knew I had to ask you about them, because I've been looking at the African rocks that Aaron's producing.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to compare, like, okay, well, I know I'd like to get a pair, just to kind of work with, nothing like crazy, I don't want to go crazy into it, but just grab a pair, maybe a female to raise up. But do I want to go with the African rocks or the Indian rocks?
Yeah.
That's where I'm having the hard decision. But I really love the way the Indian rocks look, and you don't see them that often.
No, but and with the Indians, they are CITES, so they can't cross state lines unless they're donated.
Gotcha. I think I know somebody who could donate them for me. And I'll
Yeah.
That's something else. Oh, okay. So Shane said, random fact, the closest relative to the Komodo is the lace. So it is related to monitors, but the closest is the lace. So I guess we were both technically right.
Yeah. I knew the lace was the closest, and that's why Corey was trying to do a lace to a croc monitor.
Okay.
He was trying to make a hybrid lace croc.
That would be weird. I can't even imagine what that would look like.
Yeah, right.
I feel like that'd be like a little raptor that's like, oh God, fuck. Was that the new Jurassic Park where they made the little test raptor that went off and killed everybody? That's what that would be.
Dude,
you know what I'm talking about.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Well, before we go, I can pull this one out because I know this is the one you wanted to see the most.
Oh snap. Josh, I'm glad you guys, and Shirlene, sorry. I'm glad you guys like the shirts. Hope they're nice and comfy and everything was good in the order. And thank you guys for your support. Seriously. These are another group of folks here, guys. If you guys aren't, go check out Game of Morphs on Instagram and Facebook. These are some local guys that are really cool. Good people working with balls and leopard geckos and some other New Caledonians.
Oh boy.
Oh snap. This is what I think it is. I'm going to be really excited.
No, maybe not. I didn't think he was going to be like this today.
Uh-oh.
This is what happens when you deal with, he's pissing all over the cage and everything now.
Oh, no. Don't get bit, bro.
This is what happens when you deal with F1 Burmese.
Right? If he's being too much of a jerk, man, we'll save it for round 2. Give everybody a reason to come back.
Let's try the other one. There was 2 of them that I wanted to show you, but we're going to see which one wants to come up.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't realized by now, Travis has some really killer Burmese projects going on. And, you know, the one thing I will say this about Travis is he's one of the very few guys who, when I wanted to get into this and I was asking questions, now granted, I did my own research, but Travis was one of the few people who was actually willing to, you know, take time out of his day to answer my questions and, you know, really give me good knowledge and set me up on the right path versus a lot of the guys who either wouldn't share knowledge with me or would purposely set me down the wrong path. So I got mad respect for Travis here, you guys. So seriously, drop a like if you guys haven't already, please, especially for Travis, or the thumbs down. I don't really care. Either way, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm and lets me know if you guys are enjoying this content. But also make sure you guys go follow Travis over on Instagram, Facebook, and his Morph Market. They're all in the description below. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you do it.
He's taking over.
Shirt should be up to 3XL on most of them. There are a couple, the material they just don't make up, but I believe they go up to 3 or 4XL. If we don't have your size and you would like to order something, just hit me up and I'll see what I can make happen for you. Anyone doing dwarf berms still in the States? Yeah, there's a few people working on them, but they're mostly... Oh, no.
This is what happens when you got F1 and F2 berms.
Oh, you guys are lucky here. Saint and Champagne. Oh, no. I don't mean to laugh, guys. He's just a nippy little fella.
All right, he's going back up.
Yep. You're all good, man. Don't get hurt or make him hurt himself, which I think is more than likely what'll happen.
It will.
Yeah. So to everyone, yeah, he just wants a kiss.
Yeah.
So to everyone who doesn't understand what he's talking about, I'm sure almost everybody in the chat does here, but by referring to F1, F2, he's talking about the relativeness to wild caught. You know, it takes a lot of captive breeding to calm down some of these species. They're not just, you know, baby dolls right out of the fucking wild. So
No, and I've had that thing ever since it was, I don't know, probably 2 months old. He was in a 15-quart tub.
Damn.
And I ain't gonna lie, I know where these came from, and they weren't produced in the States.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until after the fact because we were all lied to.
Yeah. I have my suspicions. I've just kept my mouth shut.
Yeah. I've got a big mouth, so I won't.
Yeah, hey, that's okay. It didn't come out of mine, so I'll hear it all day.
But no, so this thing, man, I freaking worked with him and worked with him. And as you saw, he was freaking crazy. He nailed the laptop, and
Yep.
I'm like, who are you even striking at?
He said, fuck your camera. He saw me. He's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. And then the Indian girl that I have, she's an F1. Her parents are wild caught. So yeah. I've kind of like steered my entire snake collection away from a lot of inbred stuff. Like I think the most heavily inbred thing I have here are these freaking milk snakes.
Damn.
Yeah, and those are.
Hey, hold on. We didn't even get into shit. Okay, no, we won't even get into that. We're gonna save that whole thing for round 2. All right, we're gonna have to get you on for round 2 and do another one of these sometime, because I think we could easily go another 2-3 hours.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. The milk snakes are cool though. I've got a brand new line of albino.
Oh shit! Oh man, how are you gonna drop that? Okay, hold on. No. We gotta save it. We gotta save it. We gotta save that for round 2. I do want to know though, because I know it is getting late your time. Are you good for a few more minutes, or you want to wrap this up?
Oh, dude,
you feeling?
It's 11 o'clock my time. I don't go to bed till 1 o'clock in the morning. So whenever you feel like when you want to cut it off, I'm good.
Okay, no, then we're all good. I want to say talk about this albino thing, but you got to do me a favor real quick if we're going to keep going for a second. I'm going to throw you up on the solo screen. I'm going to run and take a piss real quick because I got the bladder of a 2-year-old.
Oh, boy. All right. So my snake room is trash now because of that champagne. And I tried to get the pied out, but he bit me.
Oh, no.
He nailed me right on the arm.
Oh, no. You good?
Yeah, he's never bit me before. He has bluffed, but he's in deep shed right now.
Oh man, damn. Well, thanks for trying, man. No, I'm just saying if we're gonna go much longer, I'll have to run and take a fucking piss because you know how that works.
No, go for it. Go piss.
All right. Well, then hold on. I'm gonna throw you on the solo screen, guys. If you have any questions, throw them out in the chat for Travis. You can see the chat. You got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see it.
All right, cool. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody got any questions about anything? Just let them roll. As a particular python, I have never seen Zach. I've never seen a retic and a rock python ever done. I've seen a rock and a berm done, but I've never seen a retic and a rock done. Berm rocks are cat eaters. Let's see here. Matt, where'd you go? Dr. Thick. Oh, I'll answer it when Dylan gets back. How's it going? We can do 2.0. You just go straight to the croc monitor and do castration. Oh, cypress mulch. So I don't have a bag of it anymore. I buy this stuff from Menards, and it's literally 100. It says right on the bag, 100% pure cypress mulch. I don't like using mixes or blends or anything like that. If I can find the pure stuff, I will. But cypress mulch naturally, cypress itself naturally deters mold and fungus and stuff like that. So I can literally soak it. Like if I could show you these monitor cages behind me, their cypress mulch just gets soaked every morning, and I never have mold growing on it at all. Same with my croc monitor and stuff like that. So,
Shane, when he's talking about the water monitors, he's totally different than the dragons.
water.
Back.
So Matt said he had a question, but it didn't get answered. Do you know the answer to that?
No, I don't. I'm kind of curious. What is the answer?
Do you know what his question was?
Yeah. It's right here.
Ask Travis what happens. Yeah. So on my birthday, about, I don't know, 4 years ago. I don't even know if I want to admit to this because this might be animal cruelty to some people.
Oh no.
But I was like trashed on my birthday, and I got dared to let an alligator bite my nutsack.
oh, Jesus, fuck.
Oh, dude, yeah, it looked like I had my period the next morning.
Yeah, I'm fucking sure. That's more like nut abuse. Fucking shit. How big was this gator?
She's probably 18 inches long.
Damn.
That's what I told Matt. I said, Matt, we can do 2.0 croc. We can go croc monitor, straight vasectomy.
Oh, oh, Jesus. Think he's talking to you.
Yeah, Matt, Dr. Thick actually made those.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So are they just wood and polyurethane, or what's?
Yeah, he took a torch to him and fiberglass epoxied the entire thing, like probably, I don't even know, 3 or 5 million times.
Damn.
And there's 2 heat light. Which way? 2 heat light and fixtures right here and right there, and then there's there's a UVB that goes all the way across.
Nice. Are those 4x2x2s or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, they're just for little baby monitors. Because my coming guy, they're probably only like that big.
Nice.
12, maybe 16 inches.
So is your eventual plan then to move into breeding those and kind of move more out of the snakes, or do you think you'll continue to do both?
That was a big reason why I considered downsizing my snakes.
Yeah.
And so when I come into this room, I'm looking around and I'm like, because some days I think, and I'm like, man, I just love these monitors so much. I really want to invest my time all into them. You know? But then
they definitely take a lot more time socializing too.
Yeah, but then I come into the snake and I'm like, okay, well, you downsize for a reason, and the amount of snakes that you have now is still manageable with the snakes. Yeah. So I'm on, like, I don't know, I guess I get on this one track mind that I just want to do one thing, but then that's what I did before I, ventured out into all these other species of snakes. Yeah. And I've always been happy that I ventured out into the other species of snakes. So I'm like, okay, you're not selling your snakes. Quit that.
Yeah. So you're going to continue to do both then?
Yeah, I probably will continue to do both.
Heck yeah. So hold on. Before I left, I got to ask now. You got me thinking about it. What kind of milks, bro? New line of albino? Are they Pueblans, Hondos? What are they?
They're Hondos. New line of Hondos.
Oh, shit.
Let me run real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. I got to see this. You guys know I love my milk snakes, so. I feel that. Glad to hear it, Shirlene. Yeah, you guys, I haven't even also realized that I haven't even asked about his bloods or his tortoises. So.
All right, so I'll get one of these out for you. They're still kind of crazy. So who knows what's going to happen? Let's find the pretty one. That's not it.
Man, I don't even think I told you, but I've been actually raising up a few colubrid projects over here.
Really?
Yeah, so I've got a Pueblan milk project, a Cal King project, and some Western hognose that I've been working on.
Man, I love the freaking Western hognose stuff, and I wish that we could keep them here, but we can't because they're native.
Aw, damn.
Oh, I'm not quite sure how those laws work with us here.
Yeah.
These little psychotic little shits. Oh, here he goes pissing on me. Oh, I peed on my computer.
Oh, no. There's baby milks for you guys. They're crazy.
Stop it.
Dude, that thing's gorgeous, though.
It's a het albino. So, Guy, I don't know if you know who Guy is.
I know the name. I don't know him personally.
He just got peed all over. He actually got in a new albino. You know, he's like, oh, this thing's crazy looking. You know.
Yeah.
Well, he bred it to a high bino that he had.
Okay.
And he got all normals. And he was like, what the hell? So then he has his crazy line. So that snake right there is het albino, new line albino, het hypo, het anery, and het crazy.
Jesus shit. Damn.
So yeah, that thing is a freaking powerhouse because the crazy stuff is pretty cool, man. It's just wicked. So
and it's already been bred back to the original albino, so you know it's not either one, right?
Yeah. So yeah, and then he bred it because there's two different lines in albinos.
Yeah.
So he bred it to the other line of albino, and he bred the albino, the random one, the two known lines, and he got all normals from both of those lines.
Damn.
So it's got to be a new line because it's an obvious T negative albino.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be crazy. So are those the only milks you keep then?
Yeah, just the crazy and the new albino stuff. I've got 4 milks. I actually had 5, but one of them is around my house somewhere.
Oh, no.
I have no. It's the first time ever, and I don't even know how 20 years
that
I've ever had a snake get out and stay out. Because I had the Stimson that I just showed you today.
Yeah.
That thing got out when it was a baby, and I found it in my closet underneath a pile of clothes.
Oh Jesus!
But this milk snake, dude, I've been looking for it for 3 weeks, and I have a trap out and everything. So I have snake traps that my buddy makes. And,
yeah.
I'll show you real
quick. Oh, shit. So we got some comments. Furious Dragon first asks how many breed/types of snakes do you have, and then says, oh, scratch that. How many types of animals does he have?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know. I've got 3 different species of tortoises, 3 different species of monitors, probably 15 or 20 different species of snakes.
Damn. Mindy.
Well, yeah, to own a hognose, yeah. But to breed them, I don't know what you need to have. Or if you can even breed them. Because I know you only have to have a class 1 permit to own them, but I don't know what you have to.
Might just be for Easterns, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I know here in Washington, we can't keep any natives, no matter what. There's no permitting or nothing. You can't have any natives.
Really?
But we can have outside garters as long as they're not native. Like we have our native garters, but we have I can have an albino checkered or something. You know what I mean? Or if there was ever, a California red that was actually truly captive bread, then I could have them here.
Yeah. So the pied stuff, I see that Zach's asking about the pied morphs.
Yep.
The hypopides are actually very depressing. The hypopides are actually very depressing. So Aaron Mathis and I kind of had the same idea. And with ball pythons, when they did the lesser pieds, they had the teeny tiny little red eyes. And when the hypopied Burmese came out last year, people were like, "Oh, that's a pearl pied Burm." Like, no, there was zero albino in that clutch at all. Like, not even a possible chance.
I know. I got the picture here.
Oh yeah, they're getting grown too. I might actually have a picture of them like 3 feet long.
Oh, there.
Yeah, so that's the hypopide, Zach.
So hypopide. Here is your caramel pied.
Yeah, it's my. You got some money?
And oh my gosh, which one was this? I'm totally.
That's a hypopide.
Yeah.
But if you see the little bitty teeny tiny eyes, that's the same thing what happened in ball pythons with the lesser pieds.
Yep.
The little bitty baby eyes. And if people want to breed that, that's fine. But even with the lesser pied balls, I've seen it. I have yellow belly and inchy and leopard added to it, and it still has those little bitty eyes. So no matter what you add to it, I don't think the eyes are going to change.
Yeah.
So the hypopide stuff's kind of at a loss for me.
Yeah, I think, plus with most of the shit being recessive, I think we're going to be moving further into caramel lab pied stuff and stuff like that,
cool. That's a big thing that I've been trying to work towards is the caramel lab pieds.
Yeah.
But I got shafted this year.
Yeah. Sorry about the train in the background, by the way.
It's kind of my own fault, though.
Tom and Mindy, Kansas doesn't require anything to own hots. Yeah.
No, yeah, it
doesn't. Philip, by the way. So I think that's it, though, right? Albino pieds, caramel pieds, and then hypopide.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I saw one other. Actually, I think I have the picture of this one. I was actually meaning to ask you about this. I swear it's the V smoke pied or smoke pied, but he keeps telling me it's just pied, but it doesn't make sense. It's completely speckled.
That's just a pied.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Okay, the one that's in the tub with the smoke.
Yeah, that was, if you saw it as a baby, it looked like a normal pied.
Okay, so that's weird because we haven't seen that with any of the ones in the States. The speckling.
Yeah. And yeah, it's crazy because it was a normal pied and it just started speckling out on him.
Well, that could be something interesting then.
Well, PA just got some restrictions, actually. I just see that he's saying that PA has no restrictions, but is it Pittsburgh or Philadelphia that just banned all alligators and crocodilians and red ear sliders?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yep.
That was Pittsburgh, I believe.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
City limits of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, these little traps, man. If you guys, I'm gonna start marketing these little things. It's got like a 2 pound, a 2 gram spring in it, and it's light enough so if it snaps on your finger,
yeah,
it won't kill the snake, and they can just crawl through it.
Okay, so it's not gonna hurt their tail or something.
Yeah, so like when you want to go to fold it up, you just push in both sides. Or I'm an idiot. And it just folds in there like that. And then you're ready to go.
What?
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
And it's my buddy who made this. He actually caught Indian beauties with it. He's caught milk snakes and corn snakes with it. So it's like the perfect snake trap. If you've ever got a snake that gets out, you just put it on long like a wall.
Yeah.
Toward, put it on like along the wall in your laundry room. If your snakes are in like the regular part of your house, because they're probably going to go underneath the dryer or something.
Oh dang! And do you just put a rodent or something in the middle of it, or what?
Oh, it's a no bait trap.
No bait trap. Damn.
And they work good. So
okay.
I'm hoping the damn little milk snake is in there one day. It's like it's like a $1,500 milk snake.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hopefully that pops up.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you I had my hog nose loose in here for like 2 months. I thought he had died, everything. I was like, all right, I'd looked everywhere, torn everything up.
Oh.
Yeah, like at the time I still had my big sulcata pen in here. So I completely...
Oh, yeah, what happened to that?
He's just in the other room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's doing good. He's like, he should be 12 this year, 12 or 13 this year. And he just weighed in at just under 70 pounds.
Oh, nice. I think my dude just turned 18 this year.
Nice. Fuck yeah. How big is he now?
Like 125 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Big boy.
But he doesn't stop eating, man. Like, I put him in a humongous outdoor enclosure last year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great for him. 2.5 weeks goes by, and he has like a 20 by 16 area just down to the dirt.
Damn.
I'm like, oh, what? Come on, man. And I let the grass grow. And the grass was like 1.5 feet tall when I put it in there.
Shit.
He had it gone in 2.5 weeks.
Okay, that's crazy. My boy doesn't eat anywhere near that much.
No, yeah. When I give this guy greens, I do like a 33-gallon trash bag full of just whatever, like romaine, collard, just random greens, and I'll fill up a 33-gallon trash bag full when he's outside, and I'll dump it in the corner of his pen to kind of keep him from mowing the grass down, kind of give the grass a break. Go back.
Damn, dude, that's
he'll eat that whole bag of greens, the whole 33-gallon trash bag full of greens in one sitting, and then he's back to eating grass 2 hours later.
And see, you say free lawn care, but the thing about sulcatas is they'll straight eat it to the dirt. They won't just mow it short.
No, yeah.
The whole root ball and everything. At least I'm sure yours does. Mine does. There's a reason we named him. We kept his name for a reason. His name's Rampage, and he fits his name in every bit.
The Furious Dragon. Yeah, I actually found my this one right here, this coming guy. Lower, that thing was getting out, and we didn't know how it was getting out, and we still don't know how it was getting out. But the little lizard would get up on the little hatchling rack that's right here, and it would go behind the tubs and lay on the heat tape on a hot spot.
So you just see is that how the milk got out?
The milk, I have no idea how it got out. What we're thinking is, so these like tubs have. I did grab the wrong tub. Okay, I'm drunk. So these tubs have little holes.
Oh, okay.
But you can see how big those holes are compared to my finger.
Yeah.
That milk snake is not that small.
Yeah.
The milk snake was definitely as big as the one that I just showed you.
Okay.
So
no way it went through that.
I really don't know how it got out. And there's not a big enough gap. I think it's, the gap's big enough for me to stick a quarter under a flat quarter.
Damn.
And that's about it. So we have no clue how it got out.
Damn.
Yeah, because I had 2.2 and now I have 1.2.
Damn. Well, at least it wasn't a female, I guess. Still sucks though. Woodford Reserve. How do you like that one?
It's good. Psychopath asked me when I was drinking.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like,
Yeah, the
I'm not much
Woodford
of a drinker, but if I do drink, it's going to be some good whiskey or something.
Woodford Reserve is pretty nice. It's not like crazy high end, but it's not some Jack Daniel's stuff.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's got like a sweet taste to it. And,
Have you seen the nicer Jack Daniel's stuff they've been releasing?
oh yeah, it's good. That's actually pretty good stuff. I do like the nicer Jack Daniels.
Yeah. How about Jameson?
Oh, I love Jameson.
That's my shit right there. If I do drink, man, it's either Jameson or Apple Pie Shine.
Yeah, dude,
Those are my two things. Like, I'll still drink those two, even though I'm not much of a drinker. I'll stick with my dabs, but if I do, it's going to be Jameson or Apple Pie Shine, man.
Yeah, on a hot day, I'll do like Jameson and Diet Coke or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a real big pop drinker, but if I do, then it'll be diet something.
Yeah, yeah. Josh says Pendleton. I haven't. I don't think I've actually drank that.
Pendleton's pretty good stuff.
What's up, Chris? I mean, no worries, man. You're only 3 hours late, but it's okay. No, I'm just messing with you.
Wow.
It's been a good one though. You'll have to definitely chime back into the first part of this later. All right, man. So I got to ask. You said you have 3 different species of tortoise. We know you got the sulcata, but what other ones are you working with?
Leopard and redfoots.
Leopard and redfoots. Ooh, are you breeding the redfoots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And these are they're not cherry heads. They're not the actual. They're not the actual locale of cherry heads, but
yeah,
dude, these things are by far probably the prettiest redfoots I've ever seen.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had the redfoots or the leopards for that matter.
Yeah, I've got a big, huge female leopard right now, and I've been trying to get my male to breed. Like, man, he's ready to breed. I know he's ready to breed because when I soak him in the bathtub, he'll take his little freaking pecker and he'll go. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? The female is right in there.
Oh, man. You remember the first time you saw a tortoise pecker? That shit is weird, dude. Yeah. First time I saw it, I was like, what the fuck is that squid-looking parasite coming out of my tortoise? Seriously.
Oh, shit.
Looks like the goddamn Liberty Bell hanging out of his freaking jaw.
Yeah.
You know? For those of you that don't know in the comments, you know what? Go Google it because your mind's going to be blown. I'll just say this. It doesn't look like what you'd think it should look like at all. It looks like some alien versus predator shit.
Like a baby, like a little leopard tortoise that's this big, that's full-grown adult male or whatever. It doesn't look so bad. But when you've got a 90-pound sulcata,
yeah,
you're like, what did I just do? Yeah. The vet? Do I need to go to the vet? Is that a parasite?
Mm-hmm. Dude, honestly, I freaked out the first time I saw it, and I called my buddy, and he just started busting up laughing at me, and I'm like, what? What's going on? Yeah. And then he finally told me, I was like, oh, fuck. That thing don't look right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So how long have you been working with those then?
A year now.
A year now? Okay, so... Yeah. Did you already buy them, I'm guessing, as adults? Because I know they take quite a while to, get up to breeding age.
Yeah, mine were they weren't like sub-adults, but they weren't adults. They were like, I don't know, right in there between. They're in their stages of figuring out what the hell they want to do, I guess.
All right, fair enough. They're
not breeding yet, but I'm hoping that they will.
Yeah.
The leopards are definitely adults. The male's 7 or 8 years old, and the female's like 10 years old.
Damn.
I don't want to breed. I don't want to breed sulcatas just because they're like mass produced and stuff like that. I just like having a giant ass sulcata as a pet, just like aldabras and galops. I'm definitely gonna get one aldabra and one galop. I probably won't ever breed them, but I just want them to. I just want to have them around just because the tortoises are cool, man. Their tortoises are like the monitors. They like. I can go out there and freaking hand feed a tortoise, and it'll crawl up in my lap, and I just hand feed it. Like when I scooch my hand real hard across the bottom back of my sulcata, he'll do this dance.
I love I love it. We call it the butt scoot here.
Yeah. So I mean, you just get a lot more out of animals like that, and snakes
Yep.
are cool. Snakes are definitely cool, but I don't know, man. In the recent years, I've just become to where I like to have more interaction, and I
Yeah.
like the animal to have an interaction with me as well,
Yep.
other than what you saw do with the champagne.
No, dude, I 100% agree. And that's one of the things I love about you, man, is that like myself, you keep a variety of stuff. You
Yeah,
don't just, you're not just one thing. And I get it. Like I get the people out there who just keep one thing, right? And don't get me wrong, and it's nothing against the people who just keep ball pythons or whatever, or any species for that matter. But
yeah,
I'm sure just like yourself, I love the variety. I can come in here and I can play with a big 14-foot berm, or I could
yeah,
go play with a little tiny foot-long hognose that have way different personalities. Or I
yeah,
can pull out a mainland retic, or I can pull out my Savannah monitor that wants to bite my hands off, but is also cuddly.
yeah.
Somehow how that works, Rhino iguana who's been over here making noise this whole time. You
You
know what
got
I mean?
what now? An albino iguana?
No, a rhino iguana.
Oh, I thought you said an albino iguana. You got a rhino iguana?
Yeah, blue phase rhino iguana. Yeah.
Oh man, I've been
You
wanting to
haven't
get
seen
one of
him?
them. I've been wanting to get one of those for a while now.
Oh, dude. Hold on. Let's see if he's in the mood. I'll show him to
Oh shit.
he's bad. I will, in all fairness, say this was originally the girlfriend's pet. She loves him, and it was one of her dream lizards.
Now it's yours.
What's up, Yosh?
Yeah, that's the same thing with this tiger pied retic that I have.
Here, bud.
It was given to my wife as a present because my wife loves pied things.
Oh, you're all right. You're all right. Don't fall
Yeah.
open my neck too much.
Now, is that a pure rhino or is it a hybrid? It's like
Pure rhino.
Nice.
Yep, blue phase. I believe he was originally produced by Ty.
Oh, cool.
I got him in a trade deal from a local buddy. Dude who had him owed my buddy some money. I wanted him. My buddy wanted my snake, so it was a perfect three-way deal. Dude gives me the rhino. My buddy gets the snake he wanted from me, and it pays off the other dude's debt. So,
That's awesome, man.
perfect trade.
I've never
big, man. When we got him, he was tiny, but I mean, he goes almost down to my waist there.
Oh yeah.
So
I wish
dude, we'll see how long I can hang with him before he shits on me.
I wish the coming guy were up because I could get the top guy out. He would just hang out.
Yeah, this dude's super chill. We've been we put logs up just across the room, like from the two cages here, and just let him chill on them when we're hanging out in here during the day.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, he's becoming super friendly. I gotta honestly praise my girlfriend a lot because she's in here every single day working with him.
Dude, rhinos start out freaking crazy.
Yeah, dude, honestly, when we got him, he was a psychopath. Like, we couldn't hold him still. He would claw the ever-living shit out of you. There's no way I'd imagine doing this with him a year ago or however long ago it was. We did that. I think it was about a year-ish, maybe 8 months, something like that. I don't know. But either way, he's like tripled in size and just become a sweetheart. He's totally chill now, besides the fact that he's about to shit on me and I can feel it. So I'm going to put him back in here. You know when you can feel those bowels moving. All right, there's your log, buddy.
He's saving it just for you.
Good jump. Oh, just in time for the squirt. Yeah, you do that in there. That was good timing. Not any sooner than he jumped off and onto his freaking cork, he started squirting.
Nice. So how do you like the vegetarian version other than the carnivore?
Honestly, I love him. I think it's super cool. And we still feed him insects and stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard you can feed him mealworms and stuff,
Yeah,
crickets and stuff like that, but you got to kind of be careful with it.
Yeah, we give it to him like once or twice a week. We'll give him roaches or mealworms, and then we also do the Missouri crocodilian diet.
Really?
Yeah, and we'll mush it up in water and then mix it with his veggies. and give that to him like once a week or once every other week, just as like a treat. And he goes crazy for it. Like he'll go through the whole bowl and pick out the Missouri croc diet.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get some of those, man. Oh, check this shit out. So remember I started that group, Urban Dino and Crocodilians?
Yeah.
Well, I really wanted that group to be like the pinnacle of all groups, like the end all be all one-stop shop type deal. That's why I've got, I talked to Kevin and I talked to Tim Healy and John and all those guys that have been really, Shane, even though Shane is still new to the monitor keeping.
Yeah.
I had to add him because I got to give the dude props to frickin' nailing, he's really listened to everybody that's been talking to him about breeding monitors, and he had huge success his first 2 or 3 monitor breedings. He's really got the cycling down. He knows how to keep them. So Shane isn't really a super experienced guy, but he listens and he knows the process and he knows how to do everything.
Yeah.
But other than that, all the other admins in that group, dude, I added everything up. I asked everybody how long they've been messing with monitors. There's over 200 years of experience in that monitor group.
Jesus.
So I wanted to do like a raffle, and you were talking about the Missouri Crocodilian diet.
Yeah.
Well, I got on there and I was like, hey, first 1,000 members, or first 1,000 members in the group, I'm gonna raffle off 2 bags of Crocodilian diet. 2 people, there'll be 2 winners. One person will get a bag of their choice. You can either get the small chunks, the big chunks, or one of the 2 different powders.
Yeah.
I went to go freaking raffle it on the Facebook page, and they flagged me and didn't even let me post my post.
What the hell?
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, now I look like a jackass promising these people a raffle of Crocodilian diet, and I can't even post the damn raffle. I'm like, wow, this sucks.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. And it said I had to go through some third-party company, and I had to pay them a fee for them to be able to use Facebook's platform to do a raffle, all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh, fuck that, dude. They're going crazy with that. And what's stupid is they're hitting people at the animal sales. I won't lie. I'll post pictures all the time of stuff, and I'm just like, hey, hit me up if you're interested. And I never get fucking flagged. I won't post it in the groups that I admin because, the rules are no fucking sales. If everybody else has to abide by it, so do I. But like on my personal page, man, I still post stuff up all the time.
I won't post like for sale or anything. I tag.
Yeah, I never put for sale. I'll just say hit me up or looking for a new dig,
Yeah, I'll tag my website, and I've noticed that if you have a website and you post a website on the post, Facebook will leave you alone, because when you post a website and you don't post a price or anything on Facebook, but you say, hey, if you're interested, go to my website. Yeah. They're okay with that because now you're deterring them away from Facebook.
Yeah, so it's not a sale. Yep, exactly.
So
I drop in your Morph Market link. You can easily do that,
Yeah, so I see a lot of people that are having problems getting banned and shit like that. I'm like, well, hey, go make a Morph Market account. Even if you don't want to make a website, go make a Morph Market account.
Yep.
Tag the Morph Market account and post your animals on Morph Market, and you'll be okay.
Yeah. That's Tom makes a good point. I wonder if you can word it as a giveaway instead.
Oh, motherfucker. Nope. I actually did word it as a giveaway. I didn't say raffle. I actually said giveaway. And that's where they still got me, because I had product on there. I had all these little certain words that they just frickin' nailed me for.
Yeah.
Do you have one of these? Come on.
Uh-oh.
Don't be all weird.
Oh shit! Is that a Pac-Man?
There's a pixie.
The pixie. That thing's a good size.
He's a big boy, but he just bit my finger. He's only like 6 months old, dude.
Oh shit. That's a good size. Only 6 months, dude.
Well, he just freaking jumped on the floor.
Oh no.
He does that to himself all the time.
So
He'll jump. He'll
I
jump
actually
to the
got
floor.
rid of all my amphibians, man.
Come here, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's jumping all over the place now.
Uh-oh. Well, they're definitely sturdy little frogs. I'm sure he'll
Oh,
be cool.
no, he did it to himself, so I can't feel bad.
Nope. Dude, some of these guys have no regard for their own life when they jump out of cage.
No, I'm like, this dude's okay. His tub is probably, I'm sitting on a bucket, so he's
Yeah.
probably 2 feet in the air, and he just like, I put his tub back, and he was like, whoop. I'm like, what's wrong with you, dude?
Oh man. Everybody save the frogs.
He said, I'm scared what he's pulling out.
Yeah, dude. So I actually got rid of all my amphibians, man.
Why is that?
I was just kind of trying to downsize and focus on some other stuff, you know. Just to be honest, you know. So we got rid of almost all the retics besides my one.
Yeah.
Got rid of my amphibians. Unfortunately, my hedgehog is probably really close to passing away. I won't get rid of her, but she's just old.
Oh, wow.
So,
how long do the hedgehogs live for?
Average lifespan is actually only an average of 2 to 4 years. They say 4 to 6 with really good care. But
2 to 4?
Yeah, most of them live 3 to 4, but the average really is 2 to 4. A lot of them die at 2.5, 3 right at that time, and then some will make it to 4 with really good care, and then like I said, some will make it to 6, but it's not really a common thing. You don't see a bunch of 6-year-old hedgies.
Wow. See, and that's why I never got into chameleons. I always loved the panther chameleons. I had one.
Yeah.
I had him for like 5 years and he died. And I'm like, wait, that's all I get? Just 5 years?
Yeah. I'm like her. I'm super. I know it sounds weird. It's just an albino hedgehog, but I'm super attached. It's just my one little fucking. I just think they're the coolest little shits, right?
Yeah.
But she's 4.5 now. So
yeah,
I mean, she's already at the top end of the life expectancy. So
yeah, that's true.
So yeah, but I mean, not to make that depressing, but just kind of we downsized because like I said, my hedgie's getting older. The frogs I had no plans for. It was more for when I open the zoo, and that's going to be quite a few years down the line. So I don't really have a need for a whole group of freaking bufo and then Pac-Man frog and everything. Like it just didn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, I know you didn't you get rid of, or didn't you? Oh, he's over here making noise now. He's all going bullfrog on me now. Didn't you get rid of your mangrove? You had a mangrove, right?
Oh, my falsies, yeah.
No, your mangrove monitor.
Oh yeah, the monitor, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did get rid of the mangrove monitor. That was one more so because a local guy just happened to be really wanting a mangrove monitor.
Oh, wow.
And I talked to him and I was like, hey, look, if you really want specifically, you're already looking for a mangrove monitor, I guess I could let her go. Like, to somebody who's actually looking specifically for that species.
Yeah, yeah.
And, being as how she was already, a long time captive and, was doing good, I felt, okay with it going. And she stayed local. So she's only like 30 minutes north of me.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and the guy still messages me and stuff, so I was cool with that. I was like, you know what, this is cool than selling it to some random Joe Schmo and trying to ship her out. And she was already a really timid monitor, so
yeah,
most mangroves are, but
you go to ship her, and she's really gonna.
Yeah, she'll lose her shit then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says every time I pull out an animal, it's gone crazy. Well, the snakes go crazy. The snakes go crazy because they're all very close to being wild caught stuff.
Yeah.
But the damn frog, he's He's suicidal, I guess.
Dude, frog. Okay, this is gonna sound harsh, but frogs are kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I mean,
The thing is cool though, because
not as like a species. I'm just saying, as far as like their mentality, they go to eat and they'll strike over here or over here.
no, he eats a mouthful of dirt every time.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying.
But it's cool though, because when he eats, dude, one time, okay, people might get mad at me for this, but I had like 2 quail chicks, and they're teensy tiny little quail chicks.
Yeah.
Like he's due to eat again. But I had 2 quail chicks, a weaned rat, and like 4 or 5 rat pinkies left, right?
Yep.
So I got the monitors to eat the rat pinkies. And I'm like, dang, I don't want to throw these quail away because they're hard to get. I don't want to throw the weaned rat away. Dude, this freaking little pixie frog, he ate everything. He ate all the quail and the weaned rat.
Jesus.
It was ready to go again.
Jesus. Holy shit.
Well, my buddy in Kansas City here, he actually bred that one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're being imported as wild caughts or what, but he's a captive born bred one.
Okay.
But he goes, they're just a head and a stomach, man. So that's it.
Fair enough. That's crazy though. Freaking 2 quail chicks and a weaned rat.
Oh yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
And, oh no, and I had a couple chicken hearts too that he ate because I was feeding monitors chicken hearts.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Tall little garbage disposals.
Dude, he's not lying, man. They are. Dude. I wish I had about another 4 of them.
Dude, that's why I like the Sav, man. I don't feed him often. He just mainly eats insects, right? But he is the perfect one for that once in a while. If I get a refused, weaned or a refused small or a refused quail, goes right to him. No, thought. I always try to tell everybody they're opportunistic, not insectivores.
No, they definitely are. But I was talking to a guy overseas in Europe, and dude here in the States actually has eggs in the incubator now.
Yeah.
Because he took this guy's advice over from overseas. The guy literally only fed his monitors insects.
Yep.
That was it. And finally got them to breed. I think he said like once every couple weeks he would give them some type of meat.
Yeah.
But I think he said he tried to stay away from the rodents.
Yeah, I tried to only do birds, but I was paying attention. I'm pretty sure it's the same overseas guy who did the studies on their stomachs.
Yeah.
But what they didn't publish really in that article, at least, you have to do some more digging on Google, is that they still did find random small birds and mammals in the stomachs. It's just that's not their daily.
No, yeah.
So what I do is like once a month or so, if I get an extra, it goes to him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They can definitely eat it. Now, that's how I kind of do my monitors. I don't really feed a lot of rodents to my monitors. I do a lot of birds and then a lot of organ meat.
Okay.
I'll do a lot of organ meats like chicken hearts, livers, chicken. I'll do a lot of chicken necks and turkey necks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Iron Dog says pixie frogs have 4,000 babies at a time, but you also have to know that pixie frogs will eat each other. So that 4,000 turns into about 400 really quick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Ryan Shippey. I don't know if you know Ryan Shippey. He actually had a bunch of pixie. This is who produced mine.
Okay.
But he had, like you said, 3,000 or 4,000 babies, and by the time they were big enough to sell, he had 300 or 400.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, they sit there and eat each other in the tub.
Damn.
I was watching them. I'm picking one out.
Little shit.
It was the worst thing. I was at a reptile show. So he had 3 or 4 per. He had them in the AP display cases.
Okay.
he had like 3 or 4 in each little one, and I'm like, oh man, I really like that one. He's got like a nice neon yellow stripe down his back, and this and that. And out of nowhere, little dickhead next to him is like, wham, and just ate him. I'm like, no.
You're like, I guess I'm taking fucking asshole here. Eat the others.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, come on, man. That's what I wanted.
Is that the one you picked, though? Was the one who ate him?
Yeah, because he freaking is savage.
I knew it.
I was like, I got the one
That
that
explains why he ate the quail and the fucking.
Yeah, but I told my wife, I was like, he's still the one that I wanted in spirit.
Or a pile of shit in a couple days.
Dude, they freaking, I'll tell you right now, those pixie frogs, they poop a lot, man.
Yeah.
And
I know they're very similar to the Pac-Man, and I know when I had the Pac-Man here, that thing was.
Dude, yeah, it's stinks bad too. So I have to change his dirt. Like I just changed his dirt last night. I've got to change his dirt, at least minimum once a week.
Yeah.
As I know a couple guys, they'll just do water.
Yeah.
They won't have dirt in there. They'll just do like a quarter inch of water in the bottom of the tub or something.
Yep.
But yeah, or some guys keep them full naturalistic enclosures and crazy stuff like that. Mine's just an educational animal.
Yeah.
Just use him to show little kids and stuff like that.
Yep. I feel it.
You ever got bit by a frog?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
you've seen the Colorado river toads that I had, right?
Yeah.
I got bit by those fucking things. Dude, I swear they are the dumbest toad species on the planet. I swear you could rub food on their nose and they still can't freaking get it.
Really?
Yeah, they're fucking retarded. I don't know if they're getting high on their own meds or what, but they are dumb. And I didn't, obviously I just kept them because I liked them, but like, dude, those things were fucking dumb. I love them. They're amazing species, but as far as like intelligence, they are definitely down near the bottom.
Yeah, they definitely have to be.
Yeah.
Well, before we go, I'll have to show. I gotta show you one more animal. And this animal, I've had this animal for 18 years.
Oh snap!
And it's probably one of the oldest living ones I've ever heard of before.
Oh shit, Josh! If you're in the house, check this out, buddy.
I've had this girl for 18 years.
Damn.
Yeah, and look, she still has toes and toenails. What are we going here? See her toenails?
Oh shit, she looks good and healthy.
Yeah, she's not too bad. Looks like she needs to shed some skin off them toes though. She's getting old though, man.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
I think I got her when I was in 8th grade, 7th grade.
Damn.
But yeah, man, she's just chilling. She ate only mealworms for 16 years, and just these past 2 years she started eating, other things for me, dubias and crickets and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I was like, finally. She's got a little bit of stuff going on her toes right now. I think it's probably some of her calcium that I keep a little bit of calcium in her enclosure.
Okay.
But
dude, that's awesome. You don't see many older reptiles in people's collections anymore. And I love seeing the oldies.
Oh yeah, dude. This girl, I haven't dude, this thing actually got lost for a month in my couch. A long time ago, she got lost in my couch because I had her out, I had her out, just hanging out, and I had her like right here on my chest.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep.
Oh no.
And so she's gone.
Yeah.
Disappeared. So I'm like freaking torn because at that point I had her for like, I don't know, 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what do I do? And my buddy this is when I was in the military. My buddy comes over to the house and we're drinking and he stays the night, falls asleep on the couch, and the dude wakes up screaming. He's like, Travis,
Oh, snap.
there's a fucking velociraptor on my fucking foot. He's like, get this shit. So I hear velociraptor and I'm instantly, because her name's Harley. So I'm instantly, I wake up out of a dead sleep. I'm like, oh fuck, Harley. Ah.
Dude, that's awesome.
She didn't miss a beat, man. She didn't
talk about a way to make a return.
Oh, dude, yeah. She didn't miss a beat, man. She didn't lose any weight or anything.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I don't know how long they live. I think the longest one I've ever heard of was 21 years.
Damn. I don't know. I know Josh in the comments, he breeds and works with a bunch of them. Maybe he could chime in.
He's pairing them right now.
Yeah. So if you want to chime into that, Josh. But I do want to wrap it up here shortly just because all these lights are going to go off on me here soon. And I don't like messing with their light cycles.
For sure, man.
But can you tell these guys, what's the best place to reach you, and, maybe just give us a little insight on, what you might have this season that people could look forward to?
So my best, the best place to reach me right now is on Facebook. I'm really trying to amp my Instagram game up, but it's slowly, but it's happening. My website's TKExotix.com. I should have Womas, Stimsons, maybe some Burm stuff this year. Depends on what happens. No promises though. And I've got some bloods that are in their pre-lay shed right now. So,
oh hell yeah!
Should have some bloods, some 0007 T positives or 007 T positives, some Matrix T positives. Some other cool stuff. So,
damn. So I gotta ask then, T-Pos or T-Neg?
Oh, T-Pos, man.
Whack, but all right, I still love it.
Whack, huh?
I just like the T-Negs. I only have one blood, so I can't say shit.
I really like the T-positives. I can show you a golden IT positive if you want, but the golden IT positives are freaking out of this world, man.
Yeah. See, that's kind of why I wanted to make the T-Neg version.
Just because
the T-Neg golden eye and then the 007.
I don't know if they've ever made 007 T-Negs yet, but
as far as I know, they haven't. But that's kind of why I got the T-Neg Matrix from Dylan from his Mega Matrix line.
Oh yeah.
So she's growing up now, and I was kind of thinking about getting her a boyfriend to start raising up, because now that she's about 2, I believe now, roughly. So if I can, I know they take a while to progress. So I was thinking maybe I can get her something and make some T-negative 007 combos or something like that.
Yeah, you definitely want to get a male this season, because males do have to have some age on them too.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing, like 3 to 4, right? For the males.
My male that went this year, he was 2 years old. So We'll see what happens. It's being 2 years old. If it's not all slugs, I'll freaking be surprised as hell.
Yeah.
But he was going crazy. He wouldn't eat. He was pushing. So I'm like, I'm going to throw him in females and see what happens.
Yeah, try him out. Yeah.
And he locked up. My Matrix Het T positive girl, she ovulated. She's in shed now. And then my T positive girl, she's looking like she's about to ovulate soon. And
oh yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Lots of fire coming. Lots of fire then.
Oh yeah. Next year will be even more. I'll have the roughies going, the rough scales.
Yep.
More Stimsons, Womas, more Burms, all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, we didn't even get into half of it. We're definitely, if you're up for it, gonna have to do a round 2 down the line sometime. And
oh yeah, for sure.
I'll have
the one too.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up with these guys, and I'll catch up with you here in just a moment.
All right, brother.
All right, brother. Thank you. We'll talk here shortly.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yep. All right, you guys, that was killer. I know it's getting late. It's been almost 3.5 hours. you know, on especially on his side of town. But please, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and the notification bell so you get notified when we upload more content. And also smash the thumbs down if you hated it. Either way, it helps us with the fucking algorithm. And as always, I'll catch you guys next Saturday. Thank you for spending your time hanging out, and I'll catch up with you guys later.